Well, hello everyone. Welcome to another Masks, a new generation game featuring Tough as our narrator. Hey, tell us what's happening and like where we are and what's going on and what's going to happen next and how we're going to survive and win and be heroes and stuff without any effort.
Yeah, yeah, it's going to be totally easy, painless. Nothing bad is ever going to happen. So we started back in Halcyon City, kind of got caught up with the team and where they're at. It's only been like a couple of days since they went to Dr. Darwin's Island and came back. So not a whole lot of wiggle room, but Deadlock's getting settled. Fade is now the caretaker of Squee. Actually, the Squee's servant, sorry. Resonance has been doing way more photo shoots with Home Run, which is super great. He's just wonderful. Uh, and Tilly is learning to cook more. And JJ has been teaching her. So yeah, Squee's getting used to life on Earth. And then you guys got like a weird alert from the impound, your old base, which was destroyed by Fade, then Paradigm after big drama happened with the team. You guys decided to go check it out using Squeeze spaceship. You arrived upon the scene. Didn't really look like anything was there, and then Tilly went to investigate in the crater that was the impound, found some sort of weird rift that was cut through space-time. You guys then met Manic, who proclaimed herself to be your biggest fan, and she was just so excited, but she was disappointed because you guys are tardy, and one of your people is missing, and what the heck? And then she sent you tumbling through another series of rifts. You guys entered a place between dimensions that was full of weird little bubbles. So you saw a bunch of different futures and possibilities and alternate timelines and all that sort of fun stuff. And then you popped out, landed in the middle of the park in what looked like Halcyon City, but you were able to quickly deduce that this is A, not your Halcyon City, and B, you were in the past, specifically 2005. There, you met several heroes. You met Faultline, who is an alien. You met Heatlock, Vengeance, Manifest, and Cosmic, who was stuck in one of her own portals, which you believe is what caused the rifts. You then learned about a group of interdimensional demons, sort of, that are called the Phantoms. They possess people, use their life force to create their own bodies, and promise you whatever it is that you want, whether it's the poor janitor that got a car and then got his entire apartment blown up and his car eaten,
And his
or
couch
something else. And his couch. Yeah.
and his
Okay.
neighbor's cars.
And he doesn't care about them. So you guys then you guys then followed Faultline's team, known as the Others, to a place called Alpha Industries. Alpha Industries is located where your Halcyon City's Tech Industries would be. So it's the big tech company of this era's Halcyon City. The thing that you were tracking got away, so you went to investigate other places. You found another one of the demons. It was not the same one, but Squee ate it, so it's fine. It's gone. And then Faultline and her group also found another one and were able to destroy it by sending it out into the middle of space. It's fine. Then you returned to Alpha Industries. You were trying to figure out a way to get back home. So Manifest, who is kind of like the techie of the group, has agreed to try to figure out some way to send you back. In the meantime, you guys are staying with Faultline and Heatlock in their homes as their alternative identities, Lila and Harlow Peters. So I think we're gonna wind up picking up probably 5 or 6 days after this happened. So there will be a little bit of time for you guys to have spent with this other group of heroes. So we'll probably figure out and do just like a little scene of each of you doing whatever.
I know the characters don't know, but to remind us, the players and the audience, which member of the others did we see either being taken over or collaborating with one of the shadow people? Interdimensional
Next.
Manifest. Okay, so Manifest must die. Yum yum.
We will see. Oh, and the other thing is the demons are not visible to the naked eye. Faultline and Fade are able to see them thanks to their telepathic powers. Squee was also able to smell them through pheromones that are emitted when they latch onto their host.
I can see him if I copy Fade.
Yeah, so telepathic abilities or very intense smell. And then I believe we left off with you guys settling in for the night at Lila and Harlow's. We found some stuff that he needs for his ship. And
Yes, my
Fade is having
Quangax.
fun with the ship. Yeah, that stuff. And yeah, Fate's having a good time with that chip in her neck that just electrocuted the crap out of her and caused her powers to come back. But Faultline is there to help because Faultline's powers are very similar. So, let's go around and introduce ourselves, and then we'll do the scenes and go from there. I'll start. I'm 90 Tough for some of the variety of nickname. I'm also a variety streamer on Twitch. I play lots of different games. It's been a while since I streamed. One day I'll do it again. Right now my internet sucks, so no bueno. And I'll be narrating. So yeah, go SJ.
I'm SJ or SJ_sidekick. I am moving tomorrow, which is why my background's empty and I might sound a little bit echoey because the room's empty. I am playing Impasse or Deadlock now, who has the ability to mimic powers and is definitely not the leader anymore. Zoe.
Hi, I'm the original Zodi. I play Fade. I don't stream. And Fade is not okay. She's
A drama
she's
queen.
a little she is very much a drama queen. I will admit that. But she is being a struggle muffin with her abilities, but you know, she's going to learn how to control them while she's here. Richie.
Hi, my name's Rachel H. I have a face that may be back streaming at some point, but right now it's not. But hopefully it'll be back at some point. I've been doing a lot of content stuff, like making it in my head offline. So hopefully maybe it'll get online one time. I'm wearing a nice jumper today, a nice warm cardigan because it's not warm over here. It's chilly today. This was made by Misha's character from Monster She Wrote. She sent it to me. And it's very nice. So big up Misha's character. I forgot her name. Misha? Do you remember her name? What's her name? Okay, cool. We'll come back to that. And I play Resonance. Thank you, Nelly. It is Nelly. Thank you, Michael. And I play Resonance, who's the star. She's not having an identity crisis, unlike some of the people in the group. Hasn't changed her name. It goes by 3 different ones, so that might be why. Yeah, and I'm just I've somehow made Squee go to bed with a story of a great warrior called Princess Star Freckles. And convinced Squee that the warrior gets the corner of the bed so it can actually go to sleep. And that's where I am, really. Misha.
Right. I'm Misha _lesson3. I am playing Tilly or Tilder. She's the newborn playbook. She is a robot with an alien core, but that's fine. She's doing fine. Not repressing any emotions. Definitely trying to take on this team leader role with responsibility and grace. Like a real adult, person. Sorry, my cat is just wandering back and forth right now. See if she settles. I think that's all. I think I'm plugged into some wall sockets in the room. That's pretty cool. Slower charge time.
Yeah. You had to find a dongle.
Yeah.
Well, Tilly is like 7 months old now, so it's about time she adulted up.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, I am Michael or Zero Daylight, and I am playing Squee, who is adorable. He's a fluffy kitty puppy bunny with little antenna, about the size of a Pomeranian, usually. And he is also an intergalactic war criminal and can eat anything or / anyone.
Ooh. All right. So like I said, we're probably gonna be skipping around just a little bit, jumping ahead a couple of days. Just because this is our last episode. If we had one more, then we'd do the full drawn out sequence. But as it is, there's maybe just like one moment that you guys have had in this past week that really stands out to you. I can say for sure for Fade, Faultline is going to want to be helping you out and taking you around doing stuff like that. Tilly, Manifest is absolutely obsessed with you and wants your help on everything. So she would absolutely love it if you came to Alpha Industries and sat with her. Rez, I think Heatlock or Harlow has taken an interest in you and kind of wants to chat with you a little bit, see if he can take you to go do stuff, because he's never really had teenagers. So he's interested in anything that you guys can teach him. Deadlock Vengeance probably thinks that you're cool and just wants to chill. And then Squee, everybody thinks you're adorable, so up to you on what it is that you're doing.
Ferocious. Everyone thinks
Yes.
Squee's ferocious.
Squee is terrifying and just yeah.
Yes. Especially
Exactly.
with my pink sparkly battle armor that Resonance got me.
That's
Alien knows better.
Because Princess. Yeah. Yeah, Lila knows. All right, so we'll just kind of popcorn it. So whoever wants to go first, we can just start there and do that.
Question, do any of the two people who are telepathic or the one that can smell realize that Manifest is currently... No?
Nope.
Anyway, that was just a question.
Yeah.
Edlot probably just wants to spar. Go over gadgets.
Yeah,
Things like
there is a space in Alpha Industries that they actually use for this, because that's where Vengeance and Manifest tech comes from. So he's, you haven't really seen him outside of the suit, and none of you have seen Manifest without her mask on. They're pretty private about who they are and what they do and all that kind of stuff. Like, you know that they're techies, you know that they work with gadgetry, but that's about the extent of it. Like, you know who Lila and Harlow are, you don't know Vengeance and Manifest.
It's likely their appearance is hideous.
So want to get those TTPs, man.
Yeah. But there is a space in Alpha Industries where they test their new weapons, new suits, new gadgets, and all that kind of stuff. So he'll take you down there, and there's like a big table just like lined up with new stuff, and he just kind of like, it's like, well, do you want to shoot something, or are we fist fighting, or like, what do you want to do?
I'm going to ask Squee about their dietary requirements and whether they have any allergies.
No.
What? You
those
have
coffee
no
just
allergies?
No.
That's amazing. Have you ever got full?
No.
Wow.
High energy plasma gives me the poopies, but other than that.
Oh no. That's not good.
But it's so good.
We're just sat in really cute jammies, by the way.
Yes.
Like we've got matching jammies that I bought from that shop, and that we're just sat on the bed talking until he's obviously with us. We're talking important stuff.
We should judge Deadlock's performance and provide constructive criticism.
Is Deadlock training?
Yes, Deadlock is sparring.
Oh, can we have bean bags? Are there bean bags? Can I sit on a bean bag and
Yeah,
what?
there's for sure beanbags.
Okay.
I can
Cool.
be a beanbag.
Oh, nice.
Just giant, furry, with little legs and a little head popping out.
Yes. Perfect.
I'm like, I'm cool with this one.
Yeah,
Really wanna-
it's just like red and black. It's got Alpha Industries written on it. Like it's
Yeah.
just a branded beanbag.
Very well.
And there's probably plenty for all of you. So yeah, Vengeance will. There's like a space in the floor that'll pop up. It's like a little sparring ring, and he'll just kind of step inside and lean back, cross his arms, and just wait.
One of these, huh?
Well, come on, kid. You gonna show me what you got, or what?
Yes, do something.
Do I need to roll or do I just?
Yeah, let's have you. Let's call it an unleash your powers.
You should also just stand there with your arms crossed, lean back, and be like,
Yeah,
"No,
and then you're
something."
both just-
Yeah, I mean, the classic, like, let me see what your moves are, and then I'll go up what you're doing.
Yeah.
Oh, no. The cardboard boxes.
Oh no.
An 8. Jeez, what is Unleash Powers again? Unleashes plus Freak. Freak is
Who is
1,
it that wanted
7,
to
8,
see
9.
Who was it that wanted to see what teenagers were like?
Heatlocker, Harlow. He's the Lila's partner.
And where is he?
He's probably just been sticking around home with you guys. He doesn't have a day job. He stays at home, keeps the house tidy.
But he's probably
More
here
of a
watching
homemaker.
the spectacle with us.
Yeah, if you guys wanted to go to Alpha Industries, he'd
Yeah. Oh,
100%
we're
go
for
with you.
sure in the training room, like watching
yeah.
all this.
So yeah, he can be
nonsense.
there with you, and he's like, "Oh, here, I'll go get snacks from the break room. Hang on."
Ooh,
I have
snackies.
popcorn.
Yeah. Don't
I
worry,
have
they've got really
popcorn.
good stuff.
That's what I've got.
Yes, perfect. So yeah, he'll get snacks for everybody that is spectating, and drinks all the goodies, because he has access to the corporate break room. Fancy schmancy. All right, so on a 9, I'll say he's like, okay, all right, yeah, you got potential there. And then he'll like he'll show off some of the stuff that his suit can do, like it flies, it shoots little lasers out of the hands, and like he like brings up like a punching bag and he punches it and it explodes. So, he's showing off what the suit's capabilities are. And then he'll kind of like shift a little bit and some of the heavier pieces will come off, so it's a bit thinner, more for like a sparring outfit. And then you two can just wham bam go to town with each other.
I can show off too now that people are in the room.
I'm gonna say to Harlow, "You want to see what teenagers are like? Is that what you want?"
Like,
And then I'm just gonna start throwing my popcorn and go, "Do something better. Be more interesting. This is boring."
Deadlock. Mimic my powers and consume him.
she's just like, whoa, what? We don't need to eat each other. Rob's like, okay, so teenagers like to throw popcorn at their friends. Okay, and he's got like a little notebook that he's been carrying with him and he's taking notes in. He's like, throw popcorn at friends. Should I allow this? Question mark.
Wait, is Fade in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll use Fade's telekinesis to like take the popcorn and throw it back. The popcorn that's on the
So
ground.
there's just popcorn everywhere.
No,
I
I eat it all.
Oh, that's funny. So he's just
Just-
yeah, you're
just
trying to
mouth
like throw back
opens.
at residents.
And I'm like,
Foot diameter.
"Oh," because I got one. I was like, "Oh."
But before all of the popcorn is consumed by the cute and fluffy, Fade is just going to casually use her telekinesis and kind of join them, and she's just gonna make the popcorn slowly fly up into Resonance's face, just a little bit, not too much. She doesn't want to make a huge mess.
That was the one that I caught.
She's
Yeah.
trying.
That's the one that I caught. I was like, yes.
Yeah, so there's just popcorn flying everywhere. Miraculously, none of it manages to hit the ground or really anybody because either Squee eats it or Fade scoops it up and gives it to Resonance. But, you know, food fight, that's a thing that teenagers do all the time, obviously. Harlow looks confused and delighted. Vengeance has, like, the face mask on, so you can't really see it, but he's just kind of like this and waiting for you guys to stop. He's like, oh,
Where's Vengeance now?
He's still on the...
She's about to throw something at him.
Yeah,
But where is he?
He's on the sparring mat with Deadlock.
So it's a mat. There's no ring. There's no nothing.
No, it's a ring. Like it's
like a boxing ring,
yeah,
or like a cage.
like a boxing ring. So
Okay.
not a cage, just like the ropes on the sides.
Okay.
I'll be like, okay, I think that's enough for today. I'm gonna go check on Manifest and see how she's doing. And he'll kind of scoop up his bits that he dropped off of the mat and head out of the ring, set him down on the table.
I would like to do a low hum as he tries to get out the ring so that all the thingies move and he can't get out.
Okay. What's your powers?
Okay. Let's see what happens. Phone, you're in the way of my dice rolling. I've got chat open on my phone.
Yep, same.
I rolled a 9. Wait a minute.
It's
Plus
plus
freak.
Freak. Yeah. 0, so 9.
Okay.
I'm no longer freakish.
So you do it, and it's like wiggling, and it gives him pause for a second as he's like, what? And then he just activates the boots and just flies over the room. It's like, teenagers are weird.
Yes.
He'll go put his stuff down.
You have
Just
embarrassed
wanted
him in
to
the
mess
midst
with
of
him.
his mating ritual.
And he's like, no.
But this is why you fight, yes?
No.
To size up
Fight
the genetic strengths of your potential future mate.
Do you not train?
He's
you just
I'm
like-
married.
Are you just born with your
Yes.
like you don't get any better or any worse?
We consistently improve.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So you didn't have to work for it. It's not really as impressive, but
Quite the contrary. We are born at the apex of evolution.
it's boring.
Well, I can do this with my tongue.
Fascinating.
Harlow's writing down teenagers like to stick their tongues out at each other? Question mark?
Yes.
Half the things that he's written just have question marks at the end because he doesn't really know if this is actually how it is. We'll say that at this point, Manifest and Vengeance will walk in, or not Vengeance, Fault Line. I made too many characters. And Manifest will look at you, Tilly, and be like, hey, I think I made a breakthrough. Will you come
Oh, yes, of
check
course.
this out with me? And Fall In will be like, will look at Fade. And I think you guys for the past little while have been going out on patrol, just trying to get a telepathic read to see if you can figure out where this last one is, or to see if you can find any others. So she'll be like, if you want to come with, if anybody else wants to, that's fine. But we're gonna go check out the city and see if we can find any of these phantoms.
So who's going? Fade and Tilly.
Tilly Manifest came down and wants Tilly to check out
Okay.
her attempt at making dimensional portals. And then Faultline is taking Fade to help her telepathically search for the phantoms.
Yeah, I want to go.
I would like to, before we leave the training ground, I would like to challenge Squee to a scary face-off.
Yes.
Does anybody else want to join in? Come on, Fade. Are you ready, Squee?
Tilda,
got
your
to do
face is
this.
immobile. You should join us.
Yes.
Yes.
You've got to do the scariest face imaginable. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Go.
Yes, exactly. The eyes, Squee's eyes get to be the size of dinner plates. Very dewy. Just a ball of fur. Super kawaii.
So cute.
I'm just messing with Squee. I'm just having fun.
Yes,
We all turn the deadlock.
Come on, it's your turn.
yes. Your battle faces are most impressive.
Except for deadlocks.
Squee thinks Deadlock's the least scariest of all of us.
Mhm, for sure.
Oh dear, oh dear. What do you think of our faces, Squee? Were we scary enough?
I was not scared, but you would scare a common criminal.
Thank you. I appreciate it. So stupid.
Okay, so at least Deadlock and Fade want to go with Fault Line. Tilly, are you gonna go with Manifest?
Mhm.
Okay.
I'll go wherever. I'm not going to be left behind.
Okay. I mean, yeah, Fault Line will probably take you and Squee if Squee wants to go.
Very well.
Who's that one with Fade and Deadlock or Tilly?
Yeah,
That's
that
the
one's
one
with
with
Fade and
Okay,
Deadlock.
Fade and
Yeah,
Deadlock.
Okay.
So,
Don't worry, I'm
Controlling
in
the city
headquarters.
is-
I'll be fine.
yeah.
Okay, bye, Tilly.
Everything's fine. All right.
We know what
So-
happened last time Tilly left us all on our own. It was all good.
Yeah, everything went great. Everything will be just as good this time around.
Everything was perfect.
All right. So Tilly Manifest will take you up to office, up on the higher floors. You've been in here several times at this point. There is a giant, bulky, like circular-looking gate at one end. Lots of wires coming out of it. And she walks over and is like tinkering with it. She's like, well, I think I have like the basic structure down. It should be able to support the portal long enough for you guys to get through, but we just need to be able to pinpoint exactly where we need to send you so you don't wind up in another different dimension. And she's just like rambling off all these specs and things to take into consideration, you know, pinpointing exactly where you need to go, all of that kind of stuff. And she's like, I think I figured out where to send you guys, but I just want you to double check for me.
Yeah, I can double check that.
Great. She will hand you a wire so that you can plug into the system.
Hmm.
Yeah. Plug it in, plug it in.
All right. So you plug in. Go ahead and unleash your powers just to
Okay.
see how much you're able to help with getting this ready.
Yeesh. It's too much, Captain. It's only a 6.
Okay.
We have things. You can do things about that.
I could do things
You
about
have
this.
things.
I will use a thing. I think there are many things.
Yes.
So I'll
there's-
use a major boon and just roll this again. What if it was an 11?
That's really good.
Suddenly, rolling dice has summoned a cat.
Hi, Xena.
Shock.
All right. Yeah, so you do, and you're searching, and this is like at the blink of an eye that you're able to do this, cross-referencing everything, figuring out where in the space continuum you're going to end up with these coordinates that she's plugged in, and you're able to make a few tweaks to make it a bit more exact so that you're like for sure going to be where you guys want to go. And you think that the only thing left to figure out is the power supply, because trying to draw the power off of the city grid is not going to sustain it, and it's not going to work.
Yes. So it's just a question of power.
Yes.
You got any good sources that create as much power as a city?
Not Earth-like technology, no. Unless we want to try to figure out a way to hook into, several nuclear reactors across the planet, but that might be difficult.
It could also be illegal.
Nobody has to know.
I think people would notice when the power goes out.
It would only be for a second or two, probably.
Probably.
I mean, I guess there is the chance that it goes wrong and then reactors explode. So maybe we should look at other power options.
Yes.
I don't know. Tilly, have you opened up with Manifest at all about like your alien tech work? Like she probably has an idea that your tech is not Earth-based. She could think that it's, just because you're from the future, but she probably has an idea that you're a little more alien than.
I probably
Not.
haven't.
Okay. And she's like, well, I mean, if fault line ship was working, we could try and see if there's anything with that, but worldly power sources seem dangerous or inadequate.
That is true. I have some experience with alien technology.
Cut to Squee playing with Quangax.
Yeah.
Also, yeah, Squee also did. That was Fault Line Ship, right? That Squee tore apart already.
Yeah.
Squee already kind of tore apart Fault Line's ship because Squee's an alien and needed some sort of. I don't remember what you called it, but Tilly probably did. Yes. For their dimensional engine.
Okay. Well, just give me some time. I'm sure I can figure something out, either some way to reduce this thing's consumption of power or an alternative power source. But yeah, thanks, Tilly. And have you unplugged from the machine?
I mean, probably when dismissed.
Okay. All right, yeah, she'll start wrapping that wire back up and tuck it back in. Would you assess the situation for me?
I love assessing situations.
You want to roll good on this one, I suspect.
Or do I?
That's why we have boons, man.
Hold on 1 second. Let me see what I add. I think all my stuff, maximum stuff I have continues to be 1. So this will be. Let me check one other thing because I have something with assessing situations now. So I'm gonna use the other major boon. Don't mind me.
Yeah, Zoe decided to give us a Bane.
That's fine. We'll probably be all right. We have all these channel points. I mean, what else are we going to use them for?
I mean, hey.
So that is a 9 on the assess the situation. If it relates to my field of study, which is computer networks, I can ask a single follow-up question. But that'll be up to you.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
Okay. Well, here is the biggest threat, I say, spider senses tingling.
I would say that after unplugging from the machine, like something feels a little off. Like it's almost like there's like a skip in your vision. And you see Manifest and you see the portal machine, and then your vision flickers and the portal machine looks different. And you're kind of cross-referencing what you just learned from being hooked into it. and the coordinates that she gave you and the coordinates that you then corrected don't maybe seem quite as right as they did.
Okay. Like they both were incorrect spots?
Yeah, like you're thinking about it, and the spot that you would pop out if you were to use this portal doesn't seem to line up with where you think your dimension or reality would be. It
Okay.
seemed right when you were plugged in, but now that you're out of it, it doesn't.
Okay. Let's see. Here's the follow-up question. Do I think something with the tech, like the technology itself was incorrect? Like, is the blip in my vision like related to the fact I was plugged in and now I'm not to the portal?
No.
Okay. And then Well, I think if anyone's in the greatest danger, it's probably me. I think I know the answer to that question. What here can I use to rectify the difference that I see? Like,
I mean, I think the easiest option is for you to just go back up to the machine and be like, oh man, I think I miscalculated, and plug back in and then input like preload coordinates that you know will work.
yeah.
And then just have those sent through and then unplug and mix.
Well, then I will do that. Oh, I must have miscalculated the coordinates. They seem to be incorrect. Let me just plug back in and I can fix that.
And
And I will
Manifest
move to do so.
Okay. And Manifest will let you, she just kind of like looks up. She's like at a laptop that's also plugged into the thing, and she's just like typing away, and she's like, oh, okay, yeah, if you say so.
Okay.
Cool. All right. Everybody else with Faultline, you guys are heading out into the city. You're probably flying overhead, I would assume.
Of course.
That's probably the easiest way for Faultline and Fade to get a good read on the entire city. So yeah, you guys are kind of just soaring over the town, taking in the sights. It's probably like mid-afternoon-ish, so sun's out, not too many clouds in the sky, and it seems pretty peaceful for Halcyon City. Not too much going on. And we have Faultline's just kind of focused in on what she's doing. Fade, are you assisting?
Yeah.
Okay. Deadlock, are you going to assist at all since you can tap into the telepathic powers?
Yeah.
All right. And then Squee, are you searching for pheromones?
Yes.
I would like all three of you to unleash your powers.
Oh, jeez.
Our resonance is just flying alongside.
Nope.
Looking badass.
Are you in my harness again?
course,
Are you
of course.
flying? Right, okay, so I'm just like, wee.
Yeah.
10.
I got a 4, so I failed.
Cool.
Well,
Well,
5.
potential.
Yeah, mark potential. What'd you get, Fade?
6,
A 6?
11,
Okay.
10, because that's what, plus freak?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, so it would
You'd
be,
say it like that, man.
a 10.
Cool. All right. So Squee and Fade, you guys are able to pick up on a trail. It starts in closer to the docks, and then it's heading into downtown Halcyon City. Deadlock, you are reaching out with the telepathic powers, and you're not really picking up on anything. It's been a while, and fate's
I'm trying to fly. I'm trying to copy Squeeze and her.
Yeah. So you've got a lot going on, and you hear something, and what would you say if Deadlock could have anything? It could be a scenario, it could be an object, it could be wealth, monetary value, going back to the past. What would you say that Deadlock wants the most?
A real dad.
I was gonna say. Yep.
Daddy issues. So you hear this voice, and it begins whispering this promise to you. And then for everybody else, it's a split second, but you see a vision. And in it, it's like there was never any superhero business. It's just you and Impact, but he raised you like an actual daughter. You were never a sidekick, never had to do all the training, and he was your parent. And you see this, and it's like a lifetime instantaneously before your eyes, and you just hear it whisper, "This could be yours. Find me." And then it's gone.
This was in Deadlock's mind, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Would Fate have picked that up?
No, you and Squee both picked up on the trail of the Phantom, and Faultline has clued into it as well.
Yes.
So that's where your focus is. So Deadlock is the only one that hears this.
Come, we must attack. I smell interdimensional parasite and a whiff of daddy issues, but I'm not sure where that's coming from. I'll ignore it.
Fate is just going to casually side-eye Deadlock and just be like, "Are you okay?"
Looking at me, I don't have daddy issues.
Yep.
I don't even have a dad. What?
Right. I don't have daddy issues because I don't have a dad. Okay, wow.
I'm like, go look at them.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So yeah, Faultline will start flying towards where you guys have picked up the scent. I'll say that it's in a hotel.
It's
downtown.
mango flavored.
Yeah, it smells like mangoes and peaches.
What floor in the hotel?
We do not destroy that building.
Not the entire building. That would be foolish.
The one floor. Faultline's like, let's not destroy the building. We try to minimize the property damage because otherwise they hate heroes. But yeah, I think you can pick up that the hotel's probably, it's not like a super big hotel. It's probably one that was big back when it was built, and now it's just kind of like a historical landmark type of deal. So it's probably on like the 6th floor, maybe, that you're picking up where it's coming from, or at least where it went. Deadlock, you hear that voice in your head again that's like, "Don't let them find me."
The problem is I know it's not actually going to give it to me. It's like to take over the planet because I have the outside knowledge.
It got that guy's car.
Yeah, but that's before it takes over the planet. Also, car is way easier.
I mean, it's not your planet though, is it?
Temptation is real.
True, but
It could send you home. Back to a perfect home that you always wanted.
This dawdling is intolerable.
look, it takes a lot of focus to copy people's powers, okay?
Well, I was like, we're standing on the ground now. You don't even have to. It's fine.
I'm using telepathy.
Oh, right. I'm just like, okay, well,
Fade is gonna kind of hover her way up. I'm assuming with her having the telepathy back, she's got her telekinesis back as well.
Yes.
So she's gonna hover up to the 6th floor and see if she can kind of like hone in specifically where it is.
yeah, you can pick out well, how about you unleash your powers, Fade? Since you're kind of getting reused to having them back. Fault Line's been helping you, but
But they're not perfect, yeah.
yeah.
All right.
I mean, were they
let's
ever
see what
perfect?
we get. That's a 6. 11, so a 10.
Yeah. And it's almost like weird that you're able to do this, so it's almost becoming second nature.
Yeah.
So you're able to just kind of do a scan of like just that floor. And I think Fault Line has been helping you to block out more of like the constant intrusiveness, so you're able to focus a lot easier now.
Yes.
You are able to track down the Phantom to a specific room. We'll say it's like 603 or something like that. And there are several people in that room, probably like 3 or 4 maybe. You think that it's probably a family that's on vacation. And they're like
She's
packing
gonna-
up.
She's gonna politely knock on the window.
And you hear somebody inside like, did somebody just knock on the window? Oh my god, are we being robbed? They're like curtains slamming shut and like suitcases slamming. They're panicking, trying to leave. They're not gonna answer you.
That's fine. She'll drop back down and go. It's a family. Room 603. I'm going to assume, and it looked like they were kind of checking out, so we may want to head them off.
We do.
Do not eat anybody.
By we, I mean me and then residents because of the harness.
The residents just get to
Another one of these. What? Whoa!
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right. Are you just flying up there, Squee?
Yes, of course.
Okay. And I'm assuming you're just gonna eat the exterior wall or blast through it.
I will pay
or-
attention. I will eat the window
Okay. Naturally, the
and the
better
curtains
option.
and probably the little chair and table that sits right next to that and the in-unit AC. But
Yes.
I'm trying to limit the
Sorry,
collateral
it's so
damage.
strong.
Didn't completely devour everything.
Priya,
All right, yeah,
delicious.
And I say, "Oh, we heard you got a call from downstairs that you needed a bit more air circulation. So this is the new ventilation system. I hope you enjoy it."
They're all screaming.
I'll hop out of the harness and look super
Screaming.
duper cute
They're
then-
just like,
and then sniff each one of them in turn to see which one is the one that needs to be consumed. I mean,
saved. All right, yeah. So there are 4 of them. There's the mom and dad, and then there's 2 kids. They have a son and a daughter. The son is a little bit older, probably like 12, 13-ish, and the daughter is like 6 or 7. And I think without needing to roll, you're able to pick up that it's in the daughter.
then I will leap into the, like, super cute, leap into the daughter's arms and kind of wiggle and purr.
With me on your back!
No, I flipped out of the harness.
Crush the 6-year-old.
We do see like a brief like what if this had happened of residents crushing the child and Squee jumps out of the harness, jumps into the arms of the little girl and she's like, oh, it's so cute, mommy, can we keep him? But the mom's like, no, he just ate our table.
But it's what I want more than anything.
Yes,
Yeah, but it's what I want, mommy.
the little antennae kind of move forward and point at the little girl.
And we're like, no.
But I'm super cute.
No.
I think. Da, 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 da.
He
Heard the
went,
kitty meow.
he went, meow, meow, meow.
I think I want to attempt to provoke her, the little girl, to tell the truth about what's happening
All right, go ahead and roll for it.
with my pheromones. Okay. I will use a minor boon to make it a 10.
All right. Yeah, so you leap into this little girl's arms, and she's like immediately like, okay, this is fine, like whatever, cool.
You should tell
Adorable
them
thing.
the truth about the voice and what it has promised you.
And she's like, oh yeah, we went to the park today, and she's just like petting you, like how little kids do where they like pull too hard because
Yeah.
their fingers are like sticky and sweaty.
And then the fur just stretches and stretches and stretches.
Yeah.
It's very weird. It's like kneading dough.
Yeah, she doesn't even care. So we went to the park this morning, and then there was this kind of creepy thing on the ground, and then it told me that if I let it come into my brain, that it would give me all the stuff that I wanted. And I really, 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 really wanted this new princess doll set. And then it said that it would give me the princess doll set. So I let it come into my brain, and now we're going to go home so I can get my princess doll set.
Yes.
And her parents-
School will hop down and address the parents. Your child has been subverted by a multidimensional parasite. Exercise your authority over her to force her to excise it.
Yeah, mom falls on the bed, just like can't handle dog, bunny, cat thing talking to her.
Tell her you will buy her 2 pretty princess sets if she gives up her attachment to this multidimensional parasite.
And Dad's like, what are you talking about? And he just like picks up his daughter. And he's like, who are you people? What are you doing in our hotel room? And the daughter will point at Resonance and be like, she's pretty.
Thanks.
Daddy, I want pink hair.
Can I assess the situation, please?
Yes.
Okay. Get out of the way, phone. No, that was a great roll. I got 6. What's assess the situation?
Superior.
Superior. Okay, well, I get a 9 because my superior is 3.
All right.
So assess the situation on a 9.
Ask one question.
Okay. What here can I use to remove the parasite from the little girl?
I think as you're thinking this, Fault Line and probably Fade will enter the room. And based on your previous experience with the last one, the easiest way is probably to defeat it in telepathic battle. To force it to excise from the host.
How we did our scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't electrocute the child, or
I mean, you certainly may.
You could, but it probably wouldn't get the phantom out.
shit. Darn it.
Darn it. I know, it's such a shame. So Fault Line will lock eyes with the little girl and kind of immediately start going into it. What are the rest of you doing?
Is there any, what sort of technology is lying around the hotel room?
Probably at most like a TV and a TV remote. Yeah, the dad maybe has a phone on him.
TV remote might work. Anyway. The Squeech is looking cuter and cuter as he gets more and more impatient for this mental battle nonsense.
Yeah,
Better work. It better work, or else.
bad things are gonna happen. Deadlock, you hear it pleading in your head. Don't let them do this.
Can I use a delinquent move of whenever you reject others' influence, add +2 to your roll? See if I
Ooh.
can like.
They picked on the wrong delinquent.
Nice. Okay, that's an 8, so 9, 10.
Perfect.
And I have positive or 0 for everything, so
So more than 10 or 10 or more.
probably, yeah, 10 or more, yeah.
All right, cool. So 10 plus, you can. Oh, screw it. Major Bane.
How dare
Have you
you?
reroll that?
Dare you?
I know.
What role is this actually? Like,
It's just rejecting
what is it?
influence.
9. So 10, 11 with the +2.
Boom.
It's careful. She has like 5 major veins.
I mean, I do, but it's fine. Yeah, you are able to shake off its influence over you. Partially based on what you already know about them.
The biggest thing is, like, yeah, I'm not this world, but it'll just go with me to the next world, to our world. So.
Now, do you want to clear condition,
Yeah,
mark
you
a
can
potential, shift a label, cancel their influence, and take +1 forward? You get 2.
Cancel. Oh, I get 2. Yeah, cancel the influence, +1 forward, and then mark potential, I guess.
Cool.
I don't have any conditions right now.
Cool. All right. Yeah, so you just kind of hear like no as Faultline like psychically beats the crap out of it. And then it will Fade and Deadlock, you can probably see it squee, you could smell it when it comes out of the little girl. And is trying to get away.
Numb.
Yeah. And then Squee just eats it.
And probably the parents' luggage.
Yeah. And they're still standing there like, what?
We have saved your child from domination by an extra-dimensional parasite. You are welcome.
Right. We don't
Thank you
have
for
to pay
visiting
this,
Halcyon City.
right?
Come again.
And Faultline's like, I'm so sorry, I know this is really weird, but and she's like trying to explain it, and they're just like backing towards the door and grabbing what remains of their luggage, and then they just turn and book it out of
Yet
the
again, we're like, superhero insurance will cover it. And they're like, what?
They're like, what the hell is superhero insurance?
We keep saying that every time, and every time
Yeah.
Faultline and them we're just like, no, no.
That doesn't exist.
We could stay
That's
here
not
and start a
thing.
superhero underwriting agency.
There you go. That's how you all become
It could be very
millionaires. And
profitable.
another.
Yeah, especially since there's not as many heroes.
All right, and Faultline's like, all right, well, maybe a little work on not terrifying them every time we walk in the room, but overall, good job.
The child thought I was adorable.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, that thing kept started begging me to spare it.
Oh, you. Good job. We're not letting it take over.
I mean, we know what it does, so
Well, I guess that's good.
kind of an empty promise when it takes over the world. So
They should attempt to ply me with promises. This could be a solution to all of our problems.
Why would you want them?
Because they grant your dearest wish.
Mm-hmm.
And so they would say, I will give you what you want most. And it's like, I want all of you to line up so I can eat you. The end.
I feel like that might be why they're not asking you.
It's possible.
I'll
All
kind of
right.
move on before they ask what you wanted. All right, cool. Let's go. Let's go find
Let's
other
go.
stuff.
All right. Well, I mean, I don't know. You guys want to go get lunch or something and take a bit of a break?
Yes, I've only had a settee and some luggage.
Yeah, we need to get you something else to eat.
Yes.
And we can take it back to Alpha Industries and check in on Manifest and your friend Tilly, see how they're doing with the getting you guys back home thing.
He also had a Freon smoothie.
Yes.
Right. So she'll take you guys to go figure out something for lunch. It looks like there's like 1,000,001 items, and then she like divvies it up to everybody, and like 99% of it goes to Squee, and then the rest of it is for everybody else.
Yes.
And so you can all just kind of meet up, have a nice lunch around a bunch of tech gadgets and Alpha Industry. No, I'm kidding. They probably take you into like a break room or something. So it's nice. You're not risking spilling anything on anybody or anything. So yeah, you're all back together. What do you do?
Fade is gonna look at Deadlock and go, "Are you okay? Having that thing in your head?"
Yeah, I'm fine.
Are you sure?
What do you mean? Yeah, I rejected it. It's fine. Has not taken off the helmet.
Yeah, shoving fries up underneath it, trying to eat it out.
What was it offering you?
World peace.
You are a shitty liar.
That seems like a lie.
That is a lie.
Everybody immediately, that's not true.
Yes, this is
Of
what
our
what
world, not
BD
Yes,
So
that is not
you
your
would say.
fondest wish.
that I was strong enough to defeat any threat that faced our world.
That sounds reasonable.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah, okay.
Gonna stare.
You want to pierce the mask?
Yeah, I could do that.
You can. Roll plus mundane.
Mundane. Okay. See. What is the mundane? Okay, that's a good one. 4, 8, 9.
All right. On a 9, you can ask one question.
I can't reject influence. Does that not count as influence?
No.
No. Although if you do have influence, I think you get another.
Yes, if you have
+1.
influence over Deadlock, you get a +1
Yeah.
on moves targeting
I
them.
do not. I have
Okay.
I have
Yeah,
influence over
actually.
Tilly, that's it.
I wonder how that happened.
Let's see.
I could have sworn I had.
Um,
Oh, I do have it. Okay. I was looking at the wrong move. Mary Contrary. When someone tries to pierce your mask, comfort or support you, or provoke you, you can interfere. Roll plus superior. On a hit, they take -2 on their roll.
Aha.
On a 10 plus, you also take influence over them or clear a condition.
Do it.
I knew there was. I was like, I can swear there had. Okay. 6, 7, 8. What is it? Plus superior. 6, 7, 8, 9.
So they take -2 to the roll, reducing it to
They
7.
take -2. Yeah.
Yeah, so it's the same.
Yep.
So still choose one.
Yep.
Okay.
I did use in minor.
Let's see. How can I get your character to tell me the actual truth? Thank you. My barista.
How could you get me to tell you the truth?
Yes.
Start charging.
Yeah. Go away.
Coercion? Where I can't help but say it? Yeah, like squee or someone or forcing it out of me, I guess.
Yeah, why don't you try to read her
Or
mind? That went well for you last
invading their
time, babe.
mind. Yeah.
She's legitimately trying here. She's trying. She's like,
I think you should have Squee threaten her. I think
Yes.
that would be the best result. Anyway, while you are having this conversation, I'm probably relaying to everybody, like, oh yes, technobabble, and then the dimensional coordinates, I believe I have them programmed correctly this time. All we need to do is locate a power source. And while I'm doing this, I'm like trying a little bit from everybody's plates near me, because they're cool. And if I eat something I don't like, I just chuck it across the table at Squee. Yeah. So
Hey, you look like you wish to ask me to do a thing.
I do.
By the way, I'm just sitting with my straw, going like,
Yes.
and really looking at Fade at this point because I'm like, I swear to God, if she tries to read Deadlock's mind, I'm like,
Don't do
You can
it.
see
Yes.
she's not dropping
Why are
it.
they
It's just like,
Everyone just takes a deep sip.
Yeah.
yeah, I'm just like, oh, don't you dare. And then I know that Deadlock's not going to say anything, so I'm just like,
No, she's legitimately she wants.
yeah, but we wouldn't know.
She
That's
wants
the
the
thing.
truth,
No.
but at the same time, she wants Deadlock to be willing to give that to her. Like, she doesn't want to force her to give it over.
especially not in a entirely public lunchtime conversation, perhaps.
Yeah,
And I
but
think it's
all
gonna
I
be
mean
nice
is
if-
we're
Oh
watching
yeah.
because
sure.
we wouldn't know. Like Faye could read Deadlock's mind and we wouldn't know. So I'm like, are you going to break this trust? That's why I'm like,
You're just waiting to see if the pot boils over.
Until he's
Yeah,
just like, power supplies, anybody? Eh?
Yeah.
Eh?
Deadlock is probably also like actively trying to psychically block anything because she knows Fate is like pressing a little bit, not buying what she's selling. So just in case.
Well, Fate
Just
is
Deadlock's
literally
paranoid.
going to say, "Look, I'm not going to read your mind, but
I'm like, oh, you read mine by knowing that you think we're going to read your. Oh!
Right.
I don't know. I'm only
Anyway.
joking. I mean, you just probably assume that. I think that.
Anyway, if you want to talk about it, I'd be willing to listen. No,
And always my door
Yeah,
is
don't.
open, I say, looking at management team leader checklist of things to say.
Right.
Right. Tell you what, door.
Yeah.
Well, of the
Metaphorical door.
a metaphorical office door. We could
Oh.
add offices to our hideout. Maybe we could have one, a breakout room. I believe they are called. Maybe that will be something we can add in our
Yes.
base when we get back.
It has to be pink, so it's scary.
Yes.
Yes, that's fair. And though technically it should be welcoming to all, but
Why?
I think pink is a good color. Yes.
Cool.
we could make it rainbow colored,
Ooh.
pastel rainbows. Just casually side-eyeing Squee.
I'm going to take myself away from the situation for a bit, and I'm going to go to the training room by myself. Just going to be like, so I've eaten enough, guys. I'll see you in a bit. I'm just going to go work off some calories, and then I'll just leave.
Okay. All right. Okay. So, Fade. I think it kind of sounded like you were maybe doing a little bit of comfort and support.
Yeah. You want me to roll for it?
Yep.
Okay.
I feel like Deadlock should also refuse this. No,
Yeah, I can. Yeah, comfort
You
and support.
can.
Yeah. Okay, I will. Just cause. Just because delinquent. Yeah.
I got this cool delinquent
Yeah.
power.
Yeah, I
Yes.
should have used the "Are you watching closely" one when I was telling everybody what, or misleading them as to what I truly wanted, but I
I
forgot.
got a 12. So technically.
Okay, well, if I do -2, it's still going to be
-2,
10.
It's still going to be a 10. Yeah.
No, plus Monday makes it 13, so it would be an 11.
Okay. Well, I mean, if you get a 10 plus, you can take it blitz.
Can we Major Bane? Since she is the one that Major Bane does.
No, because they don't count. I'm not allowed to use them.
No, because I like this. And to be fair, for most of the comfort and support to be worth a lot, Deadlock does have to open up. But we'll do that in a second. Resonance, what are you doing in that?
As if they open up.
If. But
What am
maybe
I doing in the
Deadlock
training room?
Yeah.
I am working off internal struggles within myself. So recently, to deal with my anger and frustration with my situation, I have been fighting and training and getting stronger rather than writing songs. So secretly, no one knows, but I have been getting quite fit and enhancing my powers because I am frustrated with my situation with Cody and the publicists, and I'm just kind of over it. And to kind of quell myself, I've been punching things. So that's what I'm doing.
Good.
Yeah. Spectre and
should be.
Deadlock in the corner, like, yeah, good job. That's what we told
So like I obviously took, I think I took a page from when Deadlock came and stayed with me for a bit. So it's like, you know, I gave Deadlock, you know, guitars to smash, and then I was like, oh, it's getting a bit expensive, so maybe I'll get a punch bag instead. So
Okay.
yeah.
So you're down there for a little bit and, you know, doing your thing, working out all of the problems, because it's probably a lot easier to think about it now that it's like been a couple of days. And do you feel any
And I'm in a different world.
Yeah, like not having to go and do this.
Yeah,
So
that's like the moment that we got the alert on the phone from the base, I was like, ugh. So normally I'm attached to my phone, obviously, but I kind of went with these guys rather than was like, yeah, let's go explore. And then as soon as it was kind of not really seen as a threat, my phone actually was put on like do not disturb. And I told the people I was taking a personal day to deal with superhero stuff, and I'm like, cool, they actually can't reach me because I'm in the world.
Yeah,
so I've not touched my phone since, like, obviously I checked when we first got here, and that's the last time I've looked at my phone. I've not tried to take a picture. I've not done any of that because I just need that headspace. So yeah.
Okay. So yeah, so I mean, as kind of not great as this situation is, would you say that maybe Resonance is a little bit enjoying the time away just because you don't
Yeah.
have to worry about all of that?
Yeah, like literally, my mum can't get in contact with me. The publicist can't get in contact with me. Cody can't get in touch with me. Nor can his mother, who works at City Hall.
Yep. Apple pie.
Yeah. So she can't get in touch with me.
Okay.
So
All right.
yeah, I'm quite happy punching things.
Cool. So I think maybe towards about the end of when you're starting to wind down from punching the crap out of everything in the room that you can punch, there's like a kind of like a knock on the door, and then Harlow will peek his head in, and he's like, "Hey, sorry, I just heard the noise. Thought you might want, a refreshment." And he's got like a bottle of water in one hand, and then in the other hand, he's got like he's probably asked you what your favorite kind of smoothie is, so he's got that in the other hand. He's like, "Do you want to just take a break, or I mean, I can wait for you to be done, or just leave it outside the door, whatever you want."
No, yeah, come in. That's cool. Yeah, I was just, hitting this bag around a bit. I'm good.
Like, yeah, you were hitting it pretty hard. Everything okay?
Yeah. Sometimes you just gotta punch a bag. I don't know how to talk about it. This kind of, I'm like,
Yep, that's how you just punch the bag. That's all you do. Yeah, Harlow knows about as much about this as you do. So he's like, yeah, punching bags. That's feels nice every now and again. Are you sure you're doing okay? I know this is probably still a lot for you guys after, traveling to a whole different world, different time period. Like, you handle
I don't know. I think sometimes like it's good to get away sometimes, but also I think things will resolve themselves. Like, I have faith that things will get back to normal. Like, it's good that we're here to just like help you guys out for a bit, especially because you don't have as many we got loads of superheroes where we came from. I'm sure that'll be fine, but there's only you guys, so we could come and maybe we're here for a reason. I don't know.
Maybe. I mean, I guess it is nice to take a load off, but I don't think most people's idea of vacation is traveling to a different reality and helping fight their bad guys instead of your bad guys.
Do you know what? I haven't really been doing much, so I've just been flying around on Squee's back, to be fair. Like, I don't, like, I feel like my powers aren't really... I'm more here for moral support right now. I feel like my powers aren't particularly useful against this particular baddie.
Tell me about it.
So,
Yeah, no, I get that. I'm in a similar boat, when you just turn things into lava and control heat. Not exactly helpful for tracking down invisible parasites.
I mean, Squee might like it because it's, to him, lava might be more like treacle. Like he might be like, dessert.
Yeah, it's still not really helpful with the problem at hand.
No.
Maybe
unless you catch the parasite in it and then the treacle, lava goes into Squee.
Maybe. I don't know if I want to try that.
As long as it doesn't come out as lava.
Yeah. He's thinking about the mess that Squee left after like eating everything. He's like, I don't think I want to see what Squee's lava poops look like.
It might be the gas that's the problem.
Yeah, that would probably also smell really bad, and like it doesn't smell good. Just like as volcanic gas that smells. But we're glad you guys are here. It's been kind of nice having some new heroes around. So slightly out of character, in character question. Have you talked at all about being Lala in Halcyon City with anybody outside of your
In
team?
this Halcyon City. In this one.
Yeah. Yeah, in this one.
No.
Have you?
No.
Okay.
No one knows.
Alright.
Because
Okay.
because I haven't bothered, because obviously
Yeah,
Lala's not.
because Lala doesn't exist here. Okay, just making sure. And yeah, he'll kind of like pass over the water bottle and the smoothie, and he's like, "Yeah, oh, well, I mean, if you need to,
I sneak
talk
some
about
protein
anything."
powder into it and shake
Yeah, yeah, he doesn't care.
it.
He's like, he's like, but I mean, if you need like an outside perspective, I mean, your team seems great, maybe a little weird. The one that eats everything is really weird.
He's
and then-
new.
Okay. Yeah, I was wondering if you guys had known him for long. And then the one that just wears the mask all the time and like doesn't talk a lot. Is she okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's
Like, 'cause-
that's just her. Like, everyone's different. You see, you're talking about Deadlock, right?
Yeah.
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 Like, Deadlock's cool. Like, you just have to give her time and not push her. Like, she has her boundaries and stuff. And what I've found with her is that you should just be open to listening to her rather than trying to kind of force any relationship on her. Like, me and her didn't like kind of butted heads at the start. And I think when we gave each other space, that's kind of when we started to get on, rather than like trying to push either of our views on top of each other. So yeah, she might be quiet, but when she has something to say, it's valuable. So it's kind of like, it's best to just sit and listen. And then if she wants to talk to you, she'll talk to you. That's what I found anyway, because I know some people are like that. You don't want to. I'm pretty open, but I don't know. Like, I don't always talk to people about how I feel either. Like, I have to trust you before. You know?
That's fair. Yeah. No, that
And
makes
also,
sense.
adults have been a bit like,
Yeah, you find to be the worst.
well, just a bit unreliable, shall we say, in our world. There's been a few that have been like my mum's pretty kind of pushy and controlling. And then there's others which I won't talk about because they're not my relationships, but not the most trustworthy at times. So being an adult doesn't always make you right. So therefore, sometimes meeting new adults, you're not going to get us to straight away think you're trustworthy or reliable or better than us.
No, I would have been very concerned if you guys just dumped everything on us as soon as we met. That's a little much, but just want to make sure that you guys are okay. I get the whole not having controlling people in your life. It took me a long time to find out who I was, but it gets better.
I mean, I guess we're not okay, like fully okay, because we're in a completely different
I mean, yeah, but like,
version of
just that you're not, gonna go off the deep end, or I don't know, teenage rebellion. I mean, you do you. I don't care.
Oh
but...
no! Like, I mean, two of us have already gone through that, so I feel like that's kind of where we're at. And Tilly is kind of figuring out who they are as their entity anyway. So I think they're on a journey of discovery anyway. So, and Tilly, I don't think Tilly's ever been told like who she has to be. So it's when you're kind of told who you have to be, I think, that you go on a bit of a rebellion. So maybe I'm next, who knows? But I'm good right now.
Oh. I've had people telling me how to be all my life, and eventually you do get sick of it. And
yeah,
I definitely went more on the rebellious route. But I mean, you do whatever works for you. I mean,
What did you do? Did you have a piercing?
uh, well,
Have you got a neck tattoo?
no, I didn't used to be a man, so when I changed, my family was not very excited about that. So a
Oh,
little bit more drastic than a piercing.
but is that like... Is that a rebellion, or is that you being who you were always
Well, it
meant
was
to be?
more the running away.
Okay, so the running away part, yeah,
that was more of the rebellious part. But no, I mean, I figured
being
out
your
what-
genuine self is not the
Yeah.
rebellion. Oh, okay, cool. Well, thank you for sharing that with me, because that's really like honest. You didn't have to tell me that. I appreciate it.
You seem like you've got a good head on your shoulders. You know, I mean,
I'm in the
seem like
arts,
the kids,
darling.
but-
You know.
Yeah, it was never my forte. But
Oh, it is mine.
what sort of words?
Oh, performance art. So
Oh.
I'm like a singer and an actor kind of thing, entertainer type person.
Gotcha. Are you like big time or just like for fun?
In my world, yes. Big time. That's my career.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah, I can see how that would get pushy.
Yeah. I have lots of images I have to uphold. And they're not fun all the time.
I mean, do you like it?
I like parts of it.
Enough that you want to actually keep doing it?
Parts of it.
Okay. No, well, I can't really do a whole lot for you because I don't
That's okay.
know anything about that. But I mean, so far it seems like you're doing okay figuring it out. So,
Maybe. I'll get there.
but
It's fine.
I mean, but don't freak out if you need to cut loose, and whether that's beating the crap out of a bunch of punching bags or actual rebellion. I think that's just a part of life.
Who knows? Maybe.
We'll see. And he'll I don't know, he probably brought his own water bottle and he'll just kind of cheers and take a swig. Whoop.
What are you eating, SJ?
Cat is restless, so I'm just throwing stuff for her to chase, like hair ties and bottle caps.
I'm gonna say that he kind of did a bit of a comfort and support for you, Rez. You don't have any conditions, but you can mark potential restrictor labels if you would like.
You make potential. Now I'm a 2 of 5.
Perfect. All right. Meanwhile, what have the rest of you been up to in the conference room?
Squee is very disappointed that he didn't have a chance to coerce anyone.
I
Floofy
trying
and
to-
torture techniques are renowned throughout the galaxy.
Are they?
Yeah, it's called tickling.
Mm.
Sat Deadlock down and made him watch Vision Tubbies.
Listen.
Someone's getting hurt if I get tickled.
Squee is nearly indestructible, so enjoy.
Deadlock gets eaten.
That's why I opted not to have him do anything, because while he may be indestructible, he's not.
Everyone around us does.
So
Yeah, how you reacted to that?
her more than Squee. But yeah,
Yeah, so how's that comfort and support going?
Is everybody gone from the room except for Fade?
It can happen because what's probably going to happen is I keep talking about power supplies, and then I'm probably going to turn to Squee because Squee knows about alien technology and
Yes.
just rummaged through the spaceship. So, like, you gotta need power supplies that are like powerful enough to power a whole city.
I can manufacture one. I assume that you do not possess a nearly 100% efficient thermocouple. Because the most efficient
No.
process would be for me to eat my way toward the core of this planet and then install a hyper efficient thermocouple. Or
I don't think they
nearly
want a
limitless
hole
power.
in their planet.
Yes.
So we'll just walk out of the room talking about
No, I
power
can
supplies.
create anything from anything. I simply need access to a room full of random, highly expensive experimental technology, and I can make whatever I want.
Oh, I'm sure we can
Well,
find room
howdy.
like that in here somewhere.
Yes.
If only Tilly knew
What a
that room that had
coincidence.
all of those items.
What a coincidence. Let's go find them. It'll be exciting field trip.
Yeah.
So
Field
we've
trip
left
part
the
2.
room.
Cool.
Yes, I literally I do have the outsider talent of I can take Earth technology and turn it into anything.
Cool.
That works either once, twice, or it works once and creates fun
he's a
side effects.
Floofian MacGyver.
So it's gonna work no matter what. It's just the question of
We just don't know what problems it might cause.
I almost want to voluntarily fail it.
Make it bad.
Oops, I rolled a
MacGyver,
2.
MacGruber.
Oh no. All right, so Deadlock and Fade, you are alone in the conference room.
Okay, I'll probably.
Fade's just gonna go. You and me now. Do you kind of wanna, what's going on?
You guys gotta go beat the crap out of each other in the training room.
I'll probably
No,
use.
because that's where Lala is.
I'm going to use code basically of what I, without telling the truth, but also kind of talking about it, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Be like, I appreciate you offering to talk about it. I don't really want to talk about it, mostly just because what they showed me, essentially they showed me what I wanted, and I kind of lived part of that, of me having the abilities to take on any threat and essentially being the best superhero in the world, in our world. But I know that will never happen, can never happen. So that's the tough part, is being what you want, getting a taste of it, and knowing it's never going to come true, essentially. Just kind of sucks.
But why couldn't it become that?
It's just not feasible. It's not how things are.
At last.
When we go back, I'm not saying that you should go out of your way to become more powerful and take on various things there, but maybe give it a chance.
I've already trained every day of my life. I have the power set that I have. Those are the circumstances I'm stuck with. I can't really change it. I can only do so much on my side, but them's the breaks, so kind of just have to.
You can change it. Can always change something.
Not without messing something else up. If that makes sense. Look, I can't. It's hard to explain it because I'm not explaining it, but I can't change it. Like, it is what it is. It's fine. I'll live with it. But there's always someone bigger. There's always someone better. Hero side, criminal side is what it is. You know.
You want me to just kick him in his shins when we get back? Because I'll do that for you. Like, I will just take him out at his kneecaps.
Who are we talking about? Whose kneecaps? Metaphorical kneecaps? What are we talking about?
I would assume, she's kind of cluing in on what is being talked about. She's just gonna, kind of just like stare at her and be like, really? Also, it was completely unfair of that thing to use that against you.
Yeah, kind of messed up. Definitely looking forward to getting rid of all those guys if that wasn't the last one. Hopefully it was, though, and don't have to deal with it. And hopefully there's none in our world. That would be nice.
And then we still have the issue with the crazy little remote girl whose kneecap I am going to take out.
Oh, I'll be right there with you.
Nice.
He does have a
reach over for a high five and be like, let's do this.
overpowered remote, which complicates things. Can't really.
We're gonna
don't think I
remove
can
the AAA
duplicate that
battery
remote.
that's in it.
Yeah, maybe we should like immobilize her mentally or something, or I don't really know how to get around that. Keep her from pressing any buttons, maybe.
I mean, she's just gonna casually reach over and just like lift something off of the table and go, I mean, we could.
Maybe short out her remote. Or Tilly could hack it. Probably not, it's just a remote. But I don't know. It's got to be giving a signal somewhere, right?
Yeah, definitely could be giving a signal.
Should definitely workshop this because eventually we're going to run into her again, I assume.
She likes
And again,
drama.
she's also watching.
Right.
Maybe we should be having this conversation telepathically.
We could. We could, but for that I require to have permission to
You can talk telepathically without reading someone's thoughts, right? Be like an open comms channel. I'm thinking like Young Justice style, where it's not like
kind of like the surface thoughts are going to be there. So like
There's like a freeze
impact.
There's like a freeze frame, in like the Emperor's New Groove when Kuzco pauses the movie and is like writing over it. The scene pauses and Manic pops up and is like, hey, I just want to be clear, and she'll draw like the speaking dialogue. She'll be like, I can read this, and then she'll do like the thought dialogue, and I can read this. It's like, just to be clear, and then it resumes.
if she is kind of controlling things, what's to say that, this world isn't one of her little play sets, as it were.
Probably sees everything as a playset for her dolls. Every world's her different playset, little expansion sets.
I'm not a fan of being somebody's doll.
No.
I enjoy the signs because I get to play God in there, but I don't like somebody else playing God over me.
Right. I think most people don't like that. Especially, you know, we're going through a whole thing about adults controlling us. Now we got OP Pippi Longstockings trying to do it.
How long have you been waiting to use that one?
I literally just thought of it as I was coughing, and then I.
All right. Well, I think that counts as a successful comforter support. So Deadlock, you can mark potential, clear a condition, or shift labels. And then Fade, would you like to add team to the pool or clear a condition?
I'm a clear a condition and get rid of afraid.
What? Fade is going to clear a condition?
Can we walk in now?
Yeah.
Okay, I've had a shower.
All right.
I'm done with you, Rachie.
So, by the
So
way,
I walk in.
so has Squee.
And I'm
He's
like-
super fluffy with little pink bows
Oh,
on the
nice.
ends of his fur.
Yes.
So
It's like braided a little bit.
me and Squee just look walking like we've just been to the spa.
Yeah.
I hadn't Deadlock a protein bar. I'm like, I found this. It looks yummy. Do you want it?
Yeah, thanks.
Here. I'm just gonna say this, just because like I was thinking about things. Because yeah. Anyway, I miss Val.
Yeah, kind of messed up. She didn't get dragged here with us. I think she should have just teleported her here, regardless of if she wasn't with us.
Yeah. I miss her. I hope she's having a nice time around the world, but also I miss her.
I think it's
tried
not fair
making
that she
her a
doesn't have to be
card.
here.
And I used a lot of glitter.
Oh no.
I
It
don't know
is
if you
a
guys want
mighty
to sign
card.
it. It is. It's kind of a bit scary. But yeah, if you guys
She
want to
deserves
sign
it.
it, hopefully when we get back, we can maybe send it to her, wherever she is.
But I get glitter all over me.
It's okay. Just maybe sign it when it's dry.
It makes you look more ferocious.
Yes.
Perhaps we could test the interdimensional transport device by mailing this card to your friend Val.
What happens if it gets lost?
She worked so hard on it.
We can make another.
She used all
Okay.
the glitter.
Oh, the glitter is gone. There's
Sure,
no
the
more
dollar
glitter.
store has more.
No, new tragedy. Halcyon City has no glitter anywhere. You
Well,
just
if we
find
run out
your
of
own.
glitter, we can always
Make our
reset
own.
the dimensional portal's directions to the glitter dimension.
There's a glitter dimension.
That
Yes.
seems awful.
Sounds horrendous.
The only thing more terrifying is the marshmallow dimension.
Ooh.
Oh, you're
Look at Deadlock and go. Fade's just gonna like lean over to Deadlock and go, "Have you ever had a s'more?"
More what?
Oh God.
Tilly opens the door. Did someone say s'mores? Are we going to have s'mores? I've been reading about them. I don't think I've had
You're
a chance
gonna
to
have
try one yet.
s'mores. Deadlock
Also-
never had a s'more.
Like, my
Interesting.
Junk food experience was getting sick on the boat because I had no self-control. I was eating all the sugary stuff that I'd never
That's
eaten before.
correct. Hmm.
Servant, make us s'mores. They are the traditional pre-battle repast of my people.
Why are you like this? I am not
Is there
your
an-
servant.
What, my tea?
Is there a fire outside?
Faye,
'Cause
can you please make
we
us
can't
some
have s'mores inside. That's
Well,
just,
yes,
that's
we shouldn't light on
terrible.
fire. Also, I say coming through the door dragging a large sack of neat technology.
Power
Here's some
supplies?
stuff to make the power supply.
Yes.
I found all of the gadgets that seemed the most useful for this, and also unused. Hopefully.
Fade's gonna look at residents and go, can you ask Carlo to get graham crackers, chocolate bars, and the big marshmallows? Not the mini ones. They gotta be the big squishy ones.
A true warrior would hunt for the s'more ingredients themselves.
I am not
Okay,
a warrior. I'm okay with this.
Didn't
I
you
will
ask your servant to do it?
I'm
Yes.
going to go hunt for them and dry my hair in the meantime.
Yes, Resonance is a true warrior.
I will be back.
Okay. While they go get some more ingredients, I'll just chuck the bag at Squee.
I
Cool.
will just
Consume it.
more. No,
See what
I'll
happens.
morph a number of additional appendages so that I can just. It's a Roadrunner coyote kind of just like a ball of dust and arms and stuff flying around for a second, and we'll see how it goes. It's gonna work, no matter what.
No matter what.
Plus freak. Oh well, poo. That's a 6 of an 8.
8.
But yeah.
Which
Thank
means
you.
it'll work once and then fizzle, which is fine.
I'll
So you get
spider
an arm
bones
and
make
then it
that
comes
effect.
back in. It's like, huh?
We're gonna double minor bane. Make it a 6. Just for fun.
Good, do that. So it's gonna work, and it'll have a weird
And it'll have
unintended
some
side
sort of
effect.
consequence.
that we won't know
Yeah.
about until we use it. Yay! It'll take us to the marshmallow
Yay.
dimension, which is perfect.
So,
Yeah.
I managed to get chocolate and marshmallows, but the crackers are called Graham crackers. And they're shaped like ducks called Graham. I don't. It's a thing in this world. They didn't have the rectangular things. So, meet Graham. He's a duck cracker, and that's what we will be using.
Hello, Graham. We will consume your face. It's tradition to give our foes warning before we destroy them.
We'll just find a place to light a fire, I guess. That's not inside.
I mean, we could ask them.
I'm pretty sure they've got a garden. Wasn't Squee out there like dismantling a ship earlier?
Well, that was at
Aren't
their
we-
house.
Aren't we?
Yeah, that was it.
We're at Alpha. I'm sure there's like a
Oh.
rooftop terrace or
There
something.
is
Ah.
indeed a rooftop garden on top of Alpha.
Okay, so then we're all gonna trek up there and light a fire and
Yeah,
sit
super easy.
around and
Res,
we're going
quick little
to
spark.
Oh
we're
yeah.
going to introduce Deadlock to what a s'more is.
I was
Fade is
joking.
gonna
I
be
know
like,
what a
look,
s'more is. I've downloaded this weird Tic Tac app that Resonance had me do, and I've been spending way too much time.
Yes.
So then we're gonna roast marshmallows and Fade is just gonna kind of like watch Deadlock.
Yeah, you know the steps to create a s'more, correct?
Hilly, why did you explain it to everybody in excruciating detail?
I will, thank you. First, we must take a device in which to spear the marshmallow upon. It is recommended, and put it there. A careful rotation at the heat source as approximately a degree number that makes sense, which you can often find right here. Points directly because you obviously have the heat sensors to see where the optimal heat temperature is. I mean, keep rotating at a steady pace at all times. Otherwise, it will catch on fire. Some people prefer the fire taste. I assume that it is unpleasant. Once the internal
really
temperature of the
good.
marshmallow has reached this temperature,
It'll be perfectly gooey with the outside a perfect golden brown.
exactly, and then you merely apply to Graham 1, and then put the chocolate upon Graham, and then Carefully now. You'll need to squeeze the marshmallow onto it without touching it, because otherwise your fingers will get sticky.
Typically, use the other graham cracker to.
Yeah, on top. Sorry, I didn't say that part, but I mentally imagined it.
It's
No,
okay. It's Deadlock. Deadlock saw it on the Tic Tac hacks for life.
Yes.
That's where they learn it.
Yes, and now the entire time while everyone makes their s'mores, Tilly will be going like, "Oh no, your internal temperature is not warm enough yet. You need to heat it long. Oh no, you lit it on fire.
Quickly extinguish it.
Extinguish it quickly."
Here, she just keeps watching her
Fade,
furry.
Fade's gonna have like this
Perfect.
burnt marshmallow that's on fire, and she's just gonna kind of watch it and then blow it out, wave it like this just a little bit, and then consume it right off of the stick. Like it is the best thing in the world.
They no longer has taste buds.
Yes.
It's fine. Molten sugar on her tongue. It's totally fine. She doesn't need
Yes.
buds.
Tilly, your knowledge of battle preparation rituals is most impressive.
Oh, thank you.
Deadlock's taking it very seriously and is following step by step. Just
Yes, have the robot teach you how to make s'mores, the casual dessert.
Yes. Perfect.
it's very messy. I bet it would be better with rectangular graham crackers.
Yeah, the marshmallow's like kind of leaking out over the duck shape. It's a little awkward.
Imagine it is the
Gonna
innards
taste
of your
great.
enemies
Okay, well, that's
flowing freely on the
Graham,
battlefield.
don't let me down.
Perfect. All right. So you guys have a wonderful time making some s'mores on top of Alpha Industries in the garden, where he's lit a fire.
As you do.
This is
As you
important
do.
for the plot.
Yes, very important.
Can I just make a point that I believe that, but you can, as GM, can tell me no, but I feel like Ren eating a hot marshmallow off a stick might be a foolhardy action.
Mm.
I'd count it.
All right. I am no longer insecure.
Yay!
We can fix that later. Kidding. Well, sort of. All right. So you guys are enjoying s'mores on the roof. Things are seeming okay. And then they're not. Because when do things ever go right for anybody?
Graham sets on fire. I'm like, Graham, no!
So you guys are chilling out on the roof, and it's like there's like a glass kind of dome over the top of it with like a piece of like black metal kind of overarching it, so you have a good view of the city.
Wait, we're inside a closed space.
I was going to say,
Well, it's-
so we're dying of carbon monoxide poisoning.
It's a big space. There's probably a couple open windows or whatever.
And it's probably got like a chimney and a ventilation system. It's fine. We're fine.
Yeah, you're fine.
Oh, bye, Bubba.
Oh, bye, Katie. So you guys are sitting up on the roof. There are like little lights, like little garden path lights, throughout the whole thing. The sun is getting lower in the sky, so it's getting a little bit darker. The lights are getting a little bit brighter, and then the lights turn red. And you can kind of hear like over the speakers, there's kind of like a low blah, blah, blah. You can assume that it's some sort of security system. So something is going on.
Lee, do you know what's happening?
No,
Can you figure out what's happening?
but I could try to figure it out.
Okay. Go ahead and unleash your powers, Tilly.
We have
Dice,
communications with
Wow.
fault line, right?
I mean, you could try to reach out telepathically.
We eat the fire.
Let's use a major boon, no reason.
To just have Squee eat the fire than to put it up.
Yes. Delicious.
Wow. Okay. Well, fate be like this. So like a 4.
Ooh, perfect. So you go and you're probably trying to like look into the security system itself. Tilly, I would like you to roll to take a powerful blow as it attacks you as you try to enter it.
Rude of them. Let's see. Roll plus conditions. 10.
Oh,
Ooh.
all right.
You want to minor boon that at least?
Nah,
Oof.
No, it's more fun this way.
nah, I'm good. Let's see. I will give ground and I'll struggle past the pain.
Okay. Perfect.
I'm gonna try and reach out to Flatline.
Were you gonna do something else?
I was going to try and work out where the sound's coming from.
Okay.
Because obviously, like where it is it's being set off. Because I can't reach the security that can like listen to the sound to work out.
Okay. Yeah, I think that you're able like it's just like kind of coming through speakers and it seems to be coming throughout like the entire building. It's not necessarily like one part that's going off.
Being set off.
So yeah.
It's
so
not
it's
a
like
particular area that's setting the alarms off.
No, not it. Like the whole building's just gone into alarm mode.
Okay.
Okay, Fade, you're gonna try to contact Faultline.
Yeah.
Unleash your powers.
4. 10, and that's what, plus freak?
Yep.
So a 9.
Cool. Would you like to mark a condition, or do you want it to be unstable or temporary?
It could be unstable or temporary.
Okay. So are you just trying to like make contact with Faultline, or are you trying to send her a message?
She's just gonna kind of reach out and go, what's happening? And you know, feeling that it's kind of unstable because, you know, the noises and everything going on and all of that.
And
it requires a little bit more concentration, and right now she doesn't exactly have that.
yeah, Faultline does not really respond to you. Like, she acknowledges your presence and then she cuts the link.
Oh boy. We should probably go back downstairs.
Yeah, I assume this is while we were like we heard the sounds, squeaks, the fire, and then we start moving.
Yeah.
Perhaps I should assess the situation.
Sure.
Seems reasonable.
Yeah, did anything happen right away when I give ground?
Don't worry about that. That's a secret.
Okay.
That'll help us later.
I won't worry about it then. Perfect.
So that is going to be 8. And what here is in the greatest danger?
I think that Squee, you are able to, like, I mean, you're just kind of like thinking about the situation as a whole, because like obviously you guys are here, but whatever's going on doesn't seem to be like coming to attack you guys first. So it's something in the building. And you probably have a pretty good idea that if anybody's going to be attacking Alpha Industries, they're going to be looking for the biggest piece of tech that they can sell off. So probably the dimensional portal,
portal generator.
Is just building for you. Yeah.
Yep. Excellent. To the portal room. And I will make it easier for everyone to get to the portal room.
Just gonna eat. Just
No, just straight down.
yeah.
So we have a scene of like people in like office settings going, what's the alarm going on? It's like, I guess it's another drill. And then just tiny fluffy bunny kitten just boom, 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 boom down all the through all the ceilings and floors.
They're like, oh, that must be what the alarm's for. Oh, that must be what the alarm's for, and then panic.
And the little squeaky voice. Fear not, I'm here to save you. Fear not, I'm here to save you. Through all the floors.
I think it said it's here to shave us.
It's possible.
All right, so are all of you going down that hole?
I mean,
I don't think we
yeah.
have a choice. I think he's Squee has
Eating the floor
eaten.
out from
He eats the floor from underneath us, and we follow floor, and then he eats the floor from underneath us, and then we follow floor.
Sure. I mean, you want to do that. I was thinking just literally a tunnel that you could come down. But if you,
if it's a tunnel, we'll have to stop our fall somehow.
Yeah,
It's just basically what it'll be.
Yes.
Hi, Lisa Tree.
I feel like it should be one at a time. It should be like whop, whop, whop.
Yeah.
One floor
All right.
at a time. So you just start landing like boom.
We'll make that what happened then.
Okay, cool. Thankfully, it's not too far from the room.
Well, I mean, all of you guys can fly somehow.
There's resonance.
So I'm just gonna go every time to just
screaming.
to cushion my blow with my scream. So I'm like staring at the floor. That's what's happening to me.
Perfect. Okay. So you guys land in the. I think it's just going to be on the same floor as the portal room. I don't think you guys were directly above it, but you are on the same floor as it. The room that you guys do land in, Fault Light's there, and so is Cosmic. And you come tumbling through the roof, and they're both staring at you guys. And they're like, "What? Okay." And Fault
Don't worry,
Light's like,
superhero insurance. What's happening?
superhero insurance.
We're just like, we don't understand. It seems like a common public thing that you would have to have in a city with superheroes.
Yeah, when there's only like.
Don't you
5 of
guys
them.
rebuild the city every week? I don't get it.
I know, right?
Yeah, not yet. So they're like, "Oh, cool," and Fault Light's like, "Oh, I was hoping you guys would stay away." Okay. Manifest sent us like an emergency SOS, I guess, that something's going on. We're trying to find her, but I haven't seen anything. I sent Heatlock off to go look for more towards her labs, but are you guys okay? Nothing tried to attack you, coerce you?
Which direction is the lab?
She'll like point.
Straight line. Boom, 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 boom,
Yeah.
boom through walls.
Great.
Just papers, like someone's putting something in a copy machine. The copy machine goes flying.
Yeah, naturally, as it do. So you go busting through into the room that has the portal. Squee, do you have the generator or the power source on you?
Probably. I wouldn't have left it behind.
Perfect. So you guys come busting into.
It's in my little pocket
Yeah.
because we're marsupials, and our little pouch is also an extra dimensional space.
Naturally. So you guys go busting into the portal room. It looks like a disaster. You see Heatlock and Manifest both standing in the room. The portal almost looks like it's been activated, but not correctly. So it's like papers flying, sucking things into it. Manifest and Heatlock are holding on. And Manifest is just like, I thought that I figured out a power source, but it's not the right one. We gotta shut it down or fix it, something.
I mean, resonance can short it out, but it might damage it.
Yeah, I can overload it.
There's our way home now. Yeah, what do you suggest?
Right.
Well, we either need to
Is
stabilize
there a
it.
giant plug?
I mean, it like you can see like wire, like big, like probably one of those big giant plugs plugged into the side of it that's like hooked into like some sort of generator that she cobbled together. And she's like, well, there's that. that's the plugin. If you got something that you think that will work, I don't know what happened. It's freaking out.
Okay, let's try to unplug it. Yeah, let's go over to the plug. Babe, telekinesis. We'll try to, because I think your telekinesis is probably stronger than your upper body strength. You're muted, by the way,
You
Babe.
muted.
Well,
We
yeah,
know
most
exactly what
definitely.
you're saying, though. Okay. I'll have both of you unleash your powers.
All right.
6'3".
Use a
I got it.
but use a major move. Okay, that's better. I also have a 10.
Perfect. So you guys are successful in unplugging it. So you unplug it from the generator, and it calms down, like shuts off. And Manifest is like, oh, I thought that I had figured out a solution. Apparently not, so we'll just put that back on the drawing board.
I've seen sea beams glitter off the shoulder of Orion. I'm going to make a wild accusation, and then we'll figure out if it's true or not.
Okay.
Let me make sure I've got the text of that one.
I feel like we
What?
should have an emergency off switch, probably would be a good idea for this thing.
Plus freak.
Yeah, I should have done that.
Plus freak. 12.
Tilly, could you make an emergency off switch?
Well, I mean, we could try to get one in there.
All right, I make a strange claim, or make a claim about a strange situation or phenomenon based on my experience. Roll plus freak on a hit. I'm right. And you will tell me what opportunity the knowledge grants me. The portal device was designed to create an opening for the extra-dimensional parasites.
All
Or
right.
it was configured to do so.
Mm-hmm. So you state this, and Manifest is wearing a mask, but you can kind of see like the shoulder set back, and she's a little less of like, oh my gosh, my project went horribly wrong, and we're like, oh, this is how it's gonna be. So we'll say that the opportunity that you get is that Manifest stumbles a bit, and the illusion that she has been holding up in this room falls down. The portal device is still there, but Tilly, it looks more like it did when you were looking at it. And just from that, you can tell that, like, no, this was more designed to puncture a rift rather than to be a transportative device. It still can be transportative, but at the moment it is not. Heatlock is also not standing. He is on the ground behind it. Billy, I would like you to roll to take a powerful blow for me.
Sure thing.
And what do we mean he's behind it? Like they were using
Yeah.
him as the power source?
No, like something, like it's like he got in a fight and got knocked.
That's an 11.
You should
Ooh.
there are boons.
There are.
But
There
isn't
are
it more
boons.
fun?
But you know what's more fun is getting taken out and then reforming myself in just a minute.
That's true.
Oh my god.
Or,
Same as they were. Only me.
or Major Bane, Tilly, you lose control of yourself or your powers in a terrible way.
Right. Very good.
Yep.
I'm going for it.
Yeah. Yeah, so Manifest looks at all of you and is obviously like the ruse is dropped. Fade, you can see clearly behind her there is like a shadow. It is very bulky and very elongated neck, elongated limbs, and it has like both hands on her shoulders. Tilly, she just kind of casually reaches over to a laptop that's open on the side, presses a button, and you are no longer in control of yourself. She
Excellent.
has infected you with a virus, and you all see Tilly turn to look at all of you. Tilly's eyes are now pure green.
Green is good, red.
You have a lot of green on me already. It is the color
Yeah.
of the swarm.
It is, conveniently enough. And Tilly is going to shoot out a bunch of hard light at all of you.
Yes. Until he says
Pew-pew.
defiance is unreasonable or something.
Exterminate.
Yes.
Yes.
So I would like everybody to roll to take a powerful blow.
Very well.
Ah, jeez.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
In this current situation, is Tilly far stronger than we are or not? Far more powerful than we are.
Probably, yeah.
Well,
Okay, so then I'm using a legacy move called Never Give Up, Never Surrender. Which is
Ooh.
when you take a powerful blow from someone with far greater power than you, use this move instead of the basic move and roll Savior. And then I'll tell you what happens when I roll.
Oh, cool. So 5. And remember to mark potential if you get under 6 or 6 or under on this as well, even though that's technically a success.
Okay, so I got a 6 and Savior is 3, so I got a 9. And on my move, it says on a hit, which it is, you stand strong and choose 1. On a 7 to 9, mark a condition. But then I also get, I think I get an opportunity to open or opportunity against your attacker. You rally from the hit and it inspires the team. Add 1 team to the pool. You keep your attacker's attention. On a miss, you go down hard. So I think I get all of those things plus, but I have to mark a condition.
What was your total score?
9.
Squee will, seeing one of the hard light beams coming toward you, will hop into the harness and pull you aside at the last minute. This is the narrative of spending a team to kick that up to a 10.
Oh, okay. So then on a hit, I stand strong and choose 1. So I can choose one of these things. So you get an opportunity or opening, you rally from the hit and it inspires the team, or you keep your attacker's attention. I'm going to choose, I get an opportunity against my attacker.
Okay.
Yes.
So, yeah.
They brought a robot to an electricity fight. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Yeah. So I'm going to then do another one of my moves, which is called stage fighting. And it says, when you directly engage a threat with an audience watching, mark a condition to roll superior instead of danger.
Yeah.
So I'm going to mark a condition, which I'm going to mark afraid because I'm, this is Tilly.
Okay.
Yeah? Is that right?
You certainly may.
But that does give you a -2 directly engaged.
Like guilty might make more sense because you're attacking your friend, and that won't impose a -2 penalty on your action.
Okay. All right then.
Yeah.
Fun then.
I know that's a little meta, but
Yeah, but that way you're not swapping out your 0 for a +1 instead of a +3.
Okay.
Cool.
So yeah, let's try and attack Tilly.
No, my circuits.
Okay, I rolled a 7, so that's a 10.
Cool. You can pick 2.
Okay. Looking at the basic moves. Directly. Okay, resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for your allies, impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. I think I'm going to resist and avoid their blows. And I guess take something from them. And could I take that connection? Like I can short circuit the connection between the laptop and Tilly.
Yeah.
So I'm taking away the connection between. So, like, what I imagine is I shoot bolts of like electricity from myself, and like if it was in the comic book, you'd see it go through Tilly's wires and find. So I'm not hurting Tilly, so it goes through like her wires and finds the connection between the laptop, and it frazzles it.
And you said your powers weren't good against this foe.
Right. You overload her router.
Earlier.
Yeah.
You reset the router.
I take the Wi-Fi off.
Yeah.
I basically turned off her Wi-Fi switch and her Bluetooth.
Perfect.
My Wi-Fi's.
Airplane
Yeah, your
mode
Wi-Fi's
established.
and your green tooth because your eyes have gone green.
All right, yeah. So you narrowly dodge out of the way with help from Squee from Tilly's hard light, and it's like it's coming out of her hands, it's shooting out of like her mouth, like it's like all over. But you manage to dodge out of the way, and then coming back from that, it's like you can't stand to see, you know, your friend turned into this. So you again expertly dodge out of the way of more of these flailing hard light beams, and are able to just like narrowly pinpoint exactly where you need to shoot in order to cut off this connection that Tilly has been put under by Manifest. Deadlock and Fade, what did you roll on those powerful blows?
A 6 after you used the Manor Boon.
Okay.
I rolled a 9.
Cool.
Oh, geez.
So what's your choice?
I am going to struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
Excellent.
And they're back.
At the same time, I'm gonna go, hey, Deadlock, do you see that? Talking about the shadowy thing. Let's see, we're gonna go with afraid and insecure.
Yes.
Well,
Like it never changed.
now that Fate has mentioned there's a shadow thing, I'll use her powers so I can also see it.
Okay. You want to assess the situation?
Oh, sure. 6, 7, 8. I think my superior's 1. 9. Man, that superior I lost has really changed. My rolls. I've been 1 off from a 10 quite a few times. So that's a 9. How could we best end this quickly?
So you're standing there and you're taking in the situation. Tilly is being neutralized at that moment by resonance so that that connection is no longer there. Manifest is going back towards the portal, and as you're tapping into Fade's powers, you can see that like she's walking towards the portal, the shadow creature is standing on its own.
So maybe I should say, what is the biggest threat? Like, is it the shadow creature or her?
Well, I mean, we can still, how can we best end this quickly?
Yeah,
That's still fine. So you think that there are a couple of options to you, because obviously she's trying to open the rift to let more of these things in, is to either destroy the portal or take down the shadow creature that is possessing her.
Or
Well, more
kill
accurately
her.
using her. Or kill her, I guess that works too, you know. Well, aren't supposed to die.
I don't know how instantaneous it is. I feel like I should go for her, because like the dude with the car, when we destroyed the thing, he was like still like, oh, my car, like whatever. Manifest might still try to open the portal and get more things so she can still have a deal. So I think I'm going to focus on getting Manifest away from the portal over the actual shadow creature. Because one is bad, but 20 is 100.
Do you share the location of the shadow creature with anyone?
I mean, they should be able to see it, right?
Does anyone tell me where it is for nom-noms?
I mean, I can
Pull out a laser pointer. Over here.
He probably took a hit from Tilly. So I'll see the shadow creature once I do that. I'll point and go there, but then I'll see Manifest going for the portal. So instead of fighting the shadow thing, I'll go for
Yes.
Manifest.
Do it.
So I guess directly engage?
Faye sat there and, she wasn't exactly quiet about it in telling, hey, Deadlock, do you see that? At which point, Squee could have easily have heard her and looked in that general direction and just got a little bit of the sniffles.
Nope. I would need someone to point it out to me because I can't see it.
No.
But Deadlock has.
Okay. Barely got a 7.
Okay. You can pick one of resisting or avoiding blows, take something from them, create an opportunity for allies, or press surprise or frighten the opposition.
Take something from them, which is the opportunity to hit the portal. I'm just trying to keep them away from the button,
Yeah. All right. So you go and you tackle Manifest down to keep her from plugging it back in and restarting the portal. And then she kind of she summons a weapon into her hand and it kind of just materializes and she just whacks you with it. So I'm gonna need you to roll to take a powerful blow.
Oh no. I got an 8, so struggle past the pain because I do not want her to get the the portal.
Yes, good. Inflict more conditions on yourselves, please. So while you're running and chasing down Manifest, Faultline is also in the room with you. And I mean, she's looking at everything and then she sees Heatlock laying behind the portal. So she's been making her way over there. When she gets there, all of you feel and hear this telepathic scream. It's loud and distraught. And she turns to where you have just knocked Manifest down, Deadlock. And she is going to borrow Resonance's powers. And almost just straight up Darth palpitating it of just zapping the crap out of her and just screaming at her how could you do this? You were my friend, I trusted you. And Manifest is just on the ground writhing but laughing.
Ew.
Yeah.
Wait, she has the power to mimic powers?
Yep.
Didn't share that bit.
Cool.
That would have been nice to,
Right?
She's mostly been using telekinesis.
Since we have Din now.
And you're gonna try to eat it, Sky?
Oh yeah, for
Okay. Go ahead and directly engage the threat.
sure. All right. And you know what? I kind of want to be a bull in a china shop because there's all the yelling and stuff, and all this back and forth is crazy. So I'm just going to eat a significant portion of the laboratory.
Okay.
13.
Not the portal.
I'm attempting to avoid the portal, but not much else.
Okay.
So on a 13,
You can
and
pick 2
bull in a
+1.
china shop, I will resist and avoid their blows. I will take something from them, which is their presence in this dimension, and put them in another interdimensional space. And I will impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition with the flavor of it is a very destructive display, and I'm hoping to snap. What's her name? Darth Alien.
Or
Yeah.
fault line.
Yeah, snap fault line out of it by making just a massive distraction. She's not technically that position, but this moment she's kind of out of control.
All right. Okay. So this the shadow creature that Fate and Deadlock saw has kind of just been staying in the same spot and just watching what's been going on. So Squee just goes absolutely bonkers and is eating anything and everything in sight on the way to chomp down on this thing.
And make sure it doesn't miss it.
Yeah, exactly. I can't see it, so I'm just going to eat everything in that area.
Yeah. So, and it does startle Faultline out of it a little bit. So she like backs off of Manifest. Manifest just keeps laughing, and then there's like her shadow starts to grow out more, and then she sinks into it and disappears. Faultline just kind of is like staring at the spot where she disappeared from and is like shaking, like she's still not okay. But you guys seem to have thwarted the threat.
For now, can we copy the power and follow her?
You can try. Go ahead and unleash your powers. I'm gonna say this is gonna be difficult though because she's like already disappeared.
Unleash again. Please be something positive. Oh, freaking yes. Oh, my freak's only 1. Dang. Well, 9. I thought it was going to be a 10 because I thought it was +2, but it's +1. What if I was going to say to use a team, but she's not really.
Yeah,
I was going to be like, full line, help! Like, let's go after her, but she's not really technically on our team.
Cool. So I'm going to say that it's unstable or temporary. You are able to borrow her powers for a moment to try to chase after her. She pops out and it's like back in the park where you guys came in. You were able to peek through long enough to see her like take off her mask, let her hair down, and like take off the costume. And then you like lose control of it because she's too far away and your powers, you're not able to keep up the link.
Yeah.
So you come back through back into Alpha Industries, and she is gone.
Probably turn to fault line. Like, The heck, you snap out of it. You're a superhero. We needed to chase her. What were you doing? You froze.
Faultline, like she's obviously trying to control herself. And she turns around. She is like pissed and like tears streaming down her face. And she's like, if you want to go try to track her down, then by all means. But I can't.
Not with that attitude. What kind of superhero says that?
Deadlock, he's hurt or dead.
Oh, by the way, I've gone to check on Tilly after I zapped her. That's all I did. I zapped Tilly.
Tilly
and
was
then ran
probably
over to her.
standing like this, like, you know, hands at her face and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
But
I'll sigh, shake my head, and go towards Fire Guy to see if he's okay.
Yeah. No.
Yikes.
Like dead?
Yeah.
Oh no. How terrible.
Wish we would have Val here.
Mm-hmm.
What a shame.
It's all Val's fault.
Yeah, because she wasn't here.
I mean, I can try and zap him like a defib.
You should.
Might as well try, although he's been laying there for a while.
Yeah, no, you can try. He's gone.
Even if
Definitely
you
dead,
brought him
yeah.
back, he would be a vegetable.
Ah, dear.
Yeah.
Okay,
But I'm still
well,
checking on Tilly. Tilly, you all right?
Tilly is like hardcore ignoring you. But not
Why?
like aggressively, like she doesn't want to talk, kind of. You know?
Oh.
So she accepts your words, but she is not responding to them.
Fade is gonna go over.
I just put my hand on Tilly and that's it.
Yeah, Fade is gonna go over to Fault Line and just go. Sorry, but we do need to track Manifest down and bring her to justice for what she just did to you.
and Harlow.
Yeah,
Right.
you're gonna have to swallow it back. I know it's going to
Don't say swallow.
Scream what? And Faultline just is gonna cut you off, and she's gonna be like, "No, I didn't know anything about her. You don't know anything about her. How exactly do you suggest that we go tracking her down?" No, I'm.
We start by trying. We don't have the luxury as superheroes to just bow out.
We don't.
Can I make a point? This is wasting time. If Faultline doesn't want to come with us, let's just go.
Yeah, let's go stop them from killing more people while
Squee!
Faultline sits
Yes.
here in self-pity.
Did you get a scent off of
Deadlock's indeed right
Manifest
now.
by chance?
It would certainly, because she's no longer bonded to the creature, that like super funky smell of a human bonded to the creature wouldn't be applicable.
Yeah.
And she's in, is she far away in this dimension, or is she in like an alternate? Is she
She's
like
in
in
the
a shop?
park where we got dropped in. That's where
Oh,
Tuff
okay.
said.
Yeah, that's where.
Like, we know where she is.
Oh, yes.
Or where she was.
I will.
Well, yeah.
I will fly into the harness and say walkies, and then take off through the wall.
Great.
I'm gonna follow. Can I clear angry? Did I hurt her?
Oh yeah, she's not happy.
SJ, I had a mechanical reason to do this.
Yeah,
Right.
Like, we're all kids dealing with this. Like, I get it, it was her friend, but you gotta compartmentalize and drive on.
it was her husband, but
Yeah, you should take that, turn it into anger, and go after the person that killed your husband.
Right, yeah,
Yeah.
go for
Normal
vengeance
grief
instead
things,
of
you know.
trying to cope.
Look, I didn't say it was healthy, but it's way more efficient.
Yes. Who was it that was trained by effectively Batman? That one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
Basically, everything that happens is a reason to, seek vengeance. So,
Yeah.
Well, they have.
A
Well,
criminal
they
killed my
have
parents, so now I
gone-
kill criminals.
yes.
I
Well,
have
they-
to wait, just so you all know.
All right.
I'll be back.
All right.
Okay.
But yes, let's, as we fly at barely subsonic speed, looking to see if we can find Manifest.
Faye, did you want to do something?
Yeah, she's gonna ask Faultline if Faultline is like able to seek her out telepathically.
Friend yet?
Okay.
I don't know who she is, and I don't, just go barging into my friends' heads.
Well, she's no longer your friend. It
And I didn't exactly get a read on her before she left.
That's fair. Stay here with Harlow. Call whoever you need to call to handle this. I'm gonna go catch up with them. Tilly! I know you're having an emotional breakdown. I've been here, I've done this, but we gotta go help the others. It's important.
Yeah, after you. Wait, do you
No.
fly? I don't remember if you fly or not.
Telekinetically,
Yeah,
yeah.
Yeah.
All right. It's the bucket for you. Let's go.
Yes. So we're gonna go ahead and eventually catch up to Squee and Resonance
Okay.
and Deadlock.
So you guys go and you arrive at the park. There are tons of people there. Like just people walking, people bringing their kids there, people crossing through, trying to get to and from work, going to lunch, picnicking, so on and so forth. Deadlock, you're the only one that caught even like the slightest sight of what she looked like, and you just saw like the back of her head, and she just had like long brown hair.
Because that narrows it down.
Mm-hmm.
Looking for female, long brown hair. That's really all I got to go on, aside from the clothes she was wearing.
Yes. But I have been in the room with her, although she doesn't have the unusual pheromones anymore, or she never did. But I know I've smelled her, so I will attempt to sniff her out. I'll hop out of the Resonance's harness and then trot around like a little pup, running up to strangers and sniffing them. Everyone's like, "Oh, how cute!" It's like, if you knew what I was about to do to you.
Yeah, we'll just
Pee on your
powers.
legs.
Yes. 10. No, 9. 9.
Okay.
No, wait, it's superior, right?
No, powers is freak.
Oh, okay. So that's 9 plus 2, so 11.
So you are able to pick up on a scent trail that you like match is what you remember hers to be.
Bird dog, one leg up, nose pointed.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whining.
So you're trying to track it down. It goes a little ways into the park and then it vanishes. You are pretty sure that she probably teleported again. And I think with that, you're able to pick up on it again in another area of town, but it's like she's just popping in and out of various different places and leading you guys on a wild goose chase.
Well, Squee has one idea for a way to make sure that she is vanquished, but I don't think anyone wants to hear it.
I'm willing to hear
We're
it.
not consuming the whole city.
Oh, I was thinking the planet.
Oh, no.
No.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it would take a while.
No.
Yeah, it kind of defeats the purpose. It just doesn't.
Yeah. So after a while of you guys kind of like running around Halcyon, it's almost like a Scooby-Doo chase scene where like we see her like pop up in one area and she's like "Hoo-hoo-hoo-hoo," and then disappears into another portal as you guys come running up, and then you find the next one, and it's just like going on and on. Fault Line will come find you guys, and she lands and she's like, okay, I didn't react well to what was going on, but I talked with a couple of the other people at Alpha Industries and had them double check that portal. It should be able to get you home. And I think you guys have done enough. And I think you should go back to where you came from. And we will handle this.
Excellent.
Fate is just gonna say no.
I mean, no offense to you guys, it just seems like, well, you've already lost half your team. Feel like you can use all the help you could get.
I'm staying to see this through.
Yeah, what superheroes are left now? Fault Line
Yes.
And chaos?
and Vengeance.
They are not the only superheroes on this planet.
We are not the only ones. We're just... Superheroes just aren't exactly very visible. That doesn't mean that there aren't people with powers or people that won't stand up if something goes wrong. But you guys have already taken care of the creature. It's gone. And when I find Manifest, because I will, then I will bring her to justice. But this isn't your fight. And if it's ready to send you home, then I think we should send you home. We also don't know what the effects are of you guys being in a completely different reality from your own and a completely different time from your own.
Yes.
It could be causing problems to you physically that we don't know about yet.
And your absence from your rightful dimension and timeline could also create complications for those that you care about. I know that it is tempting to flee the difficulties of your mundane lives by adopting someone else's challenges. However, we have done what we must. It's time to return.
Well, you should destroy the portal once we're through.
Yes.
Oh yeah, don't worry, I will. And
Yeah. Yes, that's all that's left. Fate is gonna go over and hug Fault Line.
she's kind of like arms out, doesn't really know how to respond at first, and then just kind of slowly like will hug you and pat your head and be like, remember what I told you about the breathing exercises and blocking out the noises? Just
Yes, Mom.
like you came far in a couple of days. You did good. And then she'll kind of like push you back.
Oh yeah, it wouldn't be like one of those long hugs. It would just be like,
Okay.
all right, you know, like
Yeah.
let's do this. Let's go home. Tilly,
There
are
you go.
you okay?
I'm still
Yeah.
a little salty that she
I'm
didn't tell me
fine.
she had mimicry powers and decided to help the telepath and not me, but no, that's fine. Whatever. Used to people not wanting to mentor me, it's fine.
Do not worry,
I mean-
Deadlock. I will mentor you.
Oh, good.
Oh God.
Consume demons.
I do not want to mimic Squeeze powers because if I mimic it and eat something that I can't digest, I would have to mimic it for hours while I digest it.
Yes.
The flight's nice though. It's a lot easier than the telepathic means.
Yeah. All right. So she will go with you guys back to Alpha Industries, and back up into the room with the portal. And she's like, well, Squee, do you have the power source?
Yes.
Cool. So are you gonna we'll plug that in?
Yes. You mean the alien technology that will work once, but also have a side effect?
Lasting
Yes.
conflict. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that one. But it will work perfectly, and we all know it's perfect right now.
Yeah.
Oh, it
yes,
will.
that
It
one.
does work. It does work as intended. It just will have
Yes.
a unusual side effect.
Yes. So the portal will open up, and Tilly, you've double checked it. It should get you to the right spot. And Fawnline is there to, yeah, to see you off. And she's like, "All right, well, thanks again for your help and everything. Good luck."
You too.
Right. You guys are able to pass through the portal just fine. It does like open up above the crater of the impound, so we once again get like Fade landing first, and then Deadlock, and then Rez, and then Tilly landing on top with Squee in Tilly's lap, just because.
Why the robot lads?
Yes, of course.
And the portal will close up. And you guys are back home. You are in the crater of the impound, and as you're kind of like, getting off of each other, a car pulls up, and door opens, and out steps Val with like arms loaded with goodie bags for everybody. And she's like, "I followed your guys' like locations. Why are you here?"
I made you a card.
Oh, hang on, I
What
got you
ti-
guys like a bunch of presents.
What time is it? What day is it?
What
So-
year is it?
Whatever year it normally was. You guys have been gone for the amount of time that you were there, so it's been like 6 or so days, almost a week.
Oh, good. So I'm grounded. Fantastic.
Well,
I made it myself with glitter.
Oh. Val looks like genuinely touched. She's feels good.
Just like looking sadly on it when you offered all the presents. I'm like, oh.
I'm sorry, I'm so back from all these cool countries. So
Here's a protein bar.
yeah, there's a protein bar.
Oh, hey!
We traveled to a new
By myself.
dimension, and all we got is this protein bar, and I guess also an interdimensional transporter thingy.
In trauma.
Can't get it anywhere else.
Yeah.
Um,
One of you still has a graham cracker in your pocket.
Yeah.
Jade is gonna look at her phone and just like do a quick goggle search for fault line to see if she exists in this timeline. Okay.
Nope.
That actually
Only
kind
room
of
for
breaks her
one
heart a little
person.
bit.
With power mimicry in this timeline.
I'm sure Squee interprets Val's appearance as a threat. And so he will be very cute and dance around in a little circle in front of her and leap up into her arms.
When did you guys get this?
He's doing. Put him down. Put him down.
Great. She's good. She's good. She's good. She's one of us.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is Squee.
And
We
then,
crashed into our new headquarters.
yes, Squee will say
Oh.
that I will not consume her. If you're
Thanks for
certain.
not eating.
Yeah.
I'm still hungry, though.
There's a lot of rubbish around this crater.
Yes. I will,
sure you'll
I will
be-
consume the
yeah.
ruins of the impound.
That's cool.
Just like
Great.
Yeah.
frolicking
Fresh
through the
up.
broken
Yeah.
concrete eating.
Perfect.
I get,
My
Squee,
phone goes.
Squee gets the
bing, bing,
zoomies.
bing, 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 bing.
Oh yeah, Resident's phone is blowing up.
I'm like,
Fade, you also probably have a couple of messages, and then the last one is like sent someone out to your location. There were traces of interdimensional blah 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 blah. Contact us when you're back.
Yeah.
And
no time spent in an alternate.
Call mom and dad and let them know, hi, I'm alive, I'm fine,
Yeah.
and then Aegis will be called.
Yeah, no, there's a notification that time spent in an alternate dimension does not take off the time that you're spent on probation.
Yeah.
Does the chip work again?
I mean, low key, if it doesn't, we're not going to tell them.
They will
Yeah.
know.
Smash my phone and yell "Squee" and throw it at Squee.
Lithium.
Tasty.
And then
Your chip is not working.
Android. Ugh. No, it's fine.
Not Android.
Wow.
That's right. You have an eye peach.
Yeah, I do.
Yep.
Delicious.
Sponsored.
Billy, you have received a couple of messages from Dr. Cauliflower. I'm not going to call her Cauliflower. I almost did. It was this close. And she's just, trying to check in, see how you're
There you
doing.
go.
You also have a couple messages from JJ that was like, "Are we still doing dinner this week? No?
Oh yeah.
Okay. I'm sorry."
Except the response is like, "Sorry, trapped in another dimension. We'll reschedule."
And they're both just like, "Oh yeah, as you do."
As you do.
Deadlock, you also probably have a couple of encrypted messages from a concerned ex-mentor about your whereabouts, and if you'll let him know that you're okay and you're back. Yeah. At least you have the red receipts on. That's a good sign, right?
Scene.
But yeah, you guys are you're back home. We'll say that you guys get a Suber and head back to. Oh wait.
Well, we have an alien spaceship parked
Yes,
outside.
you get in
Must
the
have got
spaceship.
impounded or something.
No.
Impounded at the impound? No, it's fine. It's still there. Nobody comes down here. So you take Squee's spaceship back to the headquarters. Val has a bunch of gifts for everybody, from like knickknacks to like she got Tilly some new like culinary things to experiment with, all that kind of good stuff. And we jump back briefly to when you guys were exiting the portal. And I'm going to say that the consequence of the alien tech is that it still caused a little bit of a rift. And we see a happy little shadow sneaking off into the darkness. That's
He'll
it.
be all right.
And then
Fine.
just Squee goes, "Home."
Right.
Yeah, and then we see Squee later, like chowing down on a bunch of these things.
Yes. Very happily.
Yes. And it's like to be continued, and then you flip the page and it's Squee eating the thing.
Yes.
But the team's back together. You guys did it. You defeated the interdimensional parasites, and only like one person died.
Falcor.
One person died, and we were not responsible for it.
It's true. It's true.
Probably.
While we are at the Kitty Cat Cafe, Fade is going to pick up this little orange tabby cat and just gently set it on Deadlock's lap and go, "You and him will get along very, very well."
He
You're
hates
trapped here, I can't move
Thursdays
now.
too.
Thursdays.
Awesome. All right. Well, that's where we'll leave it until next time.
Now you have a cat, and you can't deny it.
How Deadlock has a cat. Everything's great.
Yes.
Resonance doesn't have
Can
a phone.
Can it be gray instead?
Yeah, it's good.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Be-
With that
it
look on
be-
its face.
Yes,
Yes,
exactly like that.
absolutely, 100%. They're That's
Aw.
Oh, baby. Adorable.
If they
All
put me
right.
down, human,
Lord.
I will lick you to death.
Right.
I will consume you.
I should take the. Isn't there a beacon move that's like an animal or something?
Yes.
Yep, come on, Lucky, you have a pet of some kind.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I do have, I'm sitting on a potential that I was like, maybe I'll save it for something, like a moment of truth or something, but the moment wasn't right.
This could very well be a former supervillain's highly trained and cybernetically augmented cat. Given that the Kitty Cat Cafe was at one time a breeding ground for supervillain
Yep.
stuff.
Yep.
Nope. Perfect.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that's the end. So I guess we'll do the thing where we go around and say goodbye to everybody. I'll start us off. I'm Tough. I've been your narrator, and you can catch me sometimes on the 98 Tough Love channel. Otherwise, you'll usually find me here doing TTRPGs because that's my life right now, and I'm doing one like immediately after this. So it's great. And then I think you'll see me again on the 5th of November over on the Backwinds channel doing more masks in like a zombie apocalypse situation.
Mm.
So that should be interesting. Yeah, I think that's it. Go Ishy.
I am
and end of session questions.
Yeah, end of session.
Or as Shanders or Scott. I do not stream, but I'm on here a lot. I don't think I have anything upcoming here yet, but end of session questions it's what, team, yourself?
Yeah, grew closer to the team, more into your own image, or away from the
Away.
team.
Get closer to the team, I guess. Probably Fade, because much to my chagrin, he kept wanting to talk, even though I didn't want to
It's
talk.
trying to be a better person.
But it's the thought that counts. Good intentions, not the best.
Didn't try to read your mind in order to figure it out. So, I mean, that's growth. All right, so Fate gets
Wasn't overly dramatic.
That's fine. All right, so Fate gets influence, and Deadlock can clear a condition or mark potential.
And I think that's for her, or is it for me?
Yeah, that's for you.
Oh, okay.
So she gets the influence, you get to clear a condition or mark potential.
Yes.
Dang, I went through a whole track this time.
Good.
I think I can start taking adult moves.
Ooh, look
Ooh.
at you growing up.
Ooh. Deadlock gets lots of potential.
Yeah. Well, this time it wasn't so much failures, it was just moves that ended up with potential. I'll take it.
All right. Ayo, Zo.
Hi, I'm the original Zodi. Usually you can find me here. Sometimes I forget to unmute myself. I play Fade. I am going to say I grew into like the own image of myself. You know, learning how to be there for somebody even though they didn't want me to be there, with Deadlock, as well as, you know, trying to be a team player and throwing popcorn when everybody else was throwing popcorn, making sure, you know, Tilly was okay and wasn't left behind after her
Emotional
minor
damage.
malfunction. So yeah,
Not thinking that the entire team is just out to get you.
Yeah, you know, it was definitely, you know, a growth session Fade, and having fault line there to be able to help her understand and to use her powers a little easier. So yeah, she definitely grew into herself.
All right. You can shift one label up and one label down.
Let's see.
She just wants to avoid giving me influence. Your meta. That's it.
I think I'm going to shift superior down and move mundane up. Yay,
Great.
I did it.
Reach.
Hi, I'm Rachie8. If you go to my Twitch, you can find all my socials on there. Yay. I feel like, apart from my YouTube, I don't think my YouTube's on there. Anyway, but if you want to see me dressed as all the different Backstreet Boys, find my YouTube. You can laugh at me dressed as like Nick Carter and stuff. So I feel like Resonance grew into image of self. I definitely don't think it's close to the team because I only used my powers once in the whole thing, and that was to attack a team member.
Yeah.
So if anything, I would have been either image of self or far away from the team, but I don't think I felt detached. I just felt like I wasn't as important. But yeah, punching stuff and kind of spending time with self, I think, is what.
Hey, Tilly.
And you broke your phone.
Did you save Tilly?
Oh yeah, I saved Tilly. Yeah. But I mean, that was the one thing that I did. And I smashed my phone, which it was weird to me that nobody really noticed.
Oh, Squee did.
I know Squee did.
We would have noticed. We just, it's just. I'm like Fade. I'm not going to be like, why'd you do that? Do you want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, well, power to you.
Oh, you don't want to talk about it? I think I know why. Is it this reason?
I have already shifted my label. I've moved danger up because I feel that I am probably more dangerous after what happened with Tilly, and also because that was quite strong power usage, and also the fact that I've been training lots. And then I moved freak down because I think I feel less of a freak because I feel like I'm finally settling into who I am as a superhero and a person.
Oh. All right.
Beige.
Hello, I am Misha_lesson3 here on Twitch, or at Mishaway on Twitter, a site that I'm sure everyone is moving away from. But whatever, it doesn't matter. Any rate, I for the team move, I'm waffling between two. It's either grew away from the team or grew into my own image of myself, mostly because I'm full of emotional trauma about being taken over and hacked, something that I don't think has happened before. I resisted it with the swarm, so this is a new exciting experience. And it's either I grow into my own image of myself of like, I'm easily hacked and my team can't trust me, or it's because I'm upset at Deadlock's callous behavior.
Ooh.
When there is literally a dead man on the ground and she is yelling at the adult in the room. And like no one is okay. And a failure to act as a team leader in that moment because I was hacked, and like, how can I lead a team if I'm hacked like that? So I feel like that kind of puts me away from the team a bit. Just as like a inside my head.
Leading that team.
But then then again, you were only hacked for a split second because I saved you. A team member
made me feel really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And a split second for Tilly is like forever because there was probably a lot going on.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot going on, and I come out and I can't stop the bad situation from happening already. So that's
But
the
then
only.
you're more vulnerable, like an actual human.
Yes. It's like I've been hiding all the feelings I've actually been having the whole time because everyone assumes I'm just a robot. Which is something that Deadlock said one time earlier, and I think it got to Tilly a bit. This was several episodes ago.
When Aegis was attacking the island of Dr. Darwin, you're like, oh, it's just robots.
Yeah.
We can attack him. Until he was like, oh, it's just robots. I guess it's fine to kill everyone.
I see.
Robot.
I see how.
What is really a sentient robot? What do you think? So I think I'll go with the grew away from the team. I think this is sort of she's in her head. And I'll remove.
I'm also the one that said Tilly should be the leader.
I know, isn't it interesting?
Tilly doesn't like that anymore.
I don't like this anymore. This is suspicious.
I opened door.
Judgment calls here. She said I should be the leader. She's yelling at people when there's dead folks in the room. I don't know what's going on. Was that actually a bad call that I should be the leader? Leaders don't get hacked. So I will remove Deadlock's influence over me.
Ooh,
All right.
spicy.
Yes.
All right. And how's Squee doing?
Yes. I'm 0 Daylight Michael. And I think the next time that's for sure on the calendar is Saturday after next for part 2 of At the Right Hand or in the Path, our Chronicles of Darkness game. Squee, I think, grew closer to the team because he was very impressed by Tilly's understanding of the use of s'mores as a pre-battle ritual for warriors.
And obviously our warrior face fight.
And the scary faces. He has reevaluated that this team is not completely helpless as intergalactic warriors. I mean, mostly. They went from completely harmless to mostly harmless. To crib Douglas Adams. So yes, and he will give influence to Tilly.
Nice.
So Tilly now has a all-devouring alien that you can call upon if you need assistance.
Well, that's good.
Hey.
If I was still a team leader who needed to call on people like that,
Yes.
runs off crying.
And there may be additional complications from your little jaunt through space and time that might lead you into other strange corners of the universe or traumatic time periods where deep secrets can be revealed, changing people's interpretations of their childhood and upbringing.
Secrets.
Well, if we could only go back in time and see all the things that have happened to these characters, like in their childhood.
No.
And their origins, it might reveal strange things. Who knows? We don't know.
Oh God.
We'll have to find out. Tune in for issue number 6 of Teen Justice Academy.
No.
Uh-oh.
We'll
What
see.
have you done?
We'll see. Cool. I think that's enough threatening everyone. We should probably go find someone to hang out with, don't you think?
Yeah, let's do it.
Yeah.
We could go see Cobalt Press is up with some D&D. That might be fun. Total Party Chill, who we like, is up with something. They're doing Kids on Bikes, which is the thing that we love. Oh, they're doing Kids on Bikes 2nd edition.
Ooh.
So which, by the way, I think the Kickstarter is maybe still up. I for sure backed it. So let's go see what Kids on Bikes, which is a system we love, or system I should say, system I love. It is the genesis of the Willow Bluff shared spooky continuity, and we like Total Party Chill. So, I have to type a thing to make that happen as opposed to just talking about it.
I think Kids on Bikes is probably a little bit better, but
Right. Total Party Chill.
Thank you, 98 Tough.
Yeah, thanks, Tough, for running.
Tough or Torfulton.
Some other variety of nickname.
A lot of fun. I enjoyed it.
Awesome. Well, thanks for Tough for running. Thanks everyone for playing. Thanks all y'all for coming and hanging out with us on this Sunday, and big hype for issue number 6, which is on the calendar, but we will put it on there as soon as we can. Thanks, everyone. And yep, the raid queue is loaded. So let's go off and share the hype with
Goodbye.
Total Party Chill.
Goodbye now. Goodbye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye now. Goodbye.